All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Man, time runs away from you in the summertime, but this is John Harris, and I should be joined here in a few minutes with my partner, my co host, Winston Thornton. And this is the eye test. Oh, let me give you the eye, just like I normally do. Yeah, this is the eye test. And this is a special ad hoc, spur of the moment, off the top of the dome version of the eye test because, like we always tell you, when something is a burr in my saddle, when something is sticking me in the side, when I get bust upside the head with a brick, I got to holler. And this is one of those times that I got to holler about something. We got to talk about it. My partner Winston is in the background trying to make sure that we push this out to at least one Hawks group, the Atlanta Hawks home court group, so that they can see what's going on. And if you're in the Atlanta Hawks home court group, if someone's asking you for permission to come through, that's my partner, Winston Thornton. And I believe he says he'll be able to stream it through the group. But if not, what we will do is after we make this recording, we'll just share it and post it in the group. And if you have any comments on anything that we say, come on, say what you got to say about it. Say what you got to say about it. Now, oh, I see Philip Crawford. He did follow me. Thank you, there, boss. Winston's going to come on, and I have the capacity of just like Demand on YouTube and other places. I have the capacity to have 10 people on. So if y'all all want to come on and fuss about it, we all can come on here and fuss about this situation. Don't make me no never mind. All we're doing is sharing our opinions, our thoughts on what's going on. Excuse me, man. I got one of them. Got one of them big QT, big Qs. Yeah, because look here, bruh. This is slushy weather. This is definitely slushy weather. Ugh. Better than alcohol. But let's get to this situation. As you saw from the title of the show, Sarr, whatever his first name is. What's going on, Travis? How you doing, boss? Sarr has been, from what we're hearing, Mr. Sarr has been told by his agent, advised him not to come here. Oh, I had to explain this, man. I jammed a finger. I went to the doctor last night just for them to hook it up and see that. No, that's not the bird finger, but for right now, I'm gonna use it. Somebody get wrong, they gonna get this splint, and they splinted it to keep me from hurting it any further. I'm okay, everything's fine. You know, power down. The old man ain't got in no trouble. I ain't got in no fight, and I didn't do it in no fight. I think it might be a gout flare up or something of that nature. Now, let me see. I got a guest coming on here. And those of you who are the age to know, Chungo! Got C-Dub dipping in. How you doing, boss?
Hey, boss man, look. First of all, I hear you going to a hospital, and then I'm hearing, we talking Hawks, and then I have to hear about this Sarr report. So I had to show up. It's almost like the bat signal. That or Ron was about to message me and go, "Excuse my French, but I'm about to go off." So I have to beat him to the punch on this.
Oh, Ron! You talked to Ron?
Oh, I've been talking to Ron. He got a hold of me yesterday, and we were talking almost an hour about this. So,
yes, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, you know what? He did, man.
Oh, he's been bringing some good facts and everything. So, and I actually had to remind him some things.
Hey, C-Dub, he
Yeah.
right. Chauncey went off yesterday on this
Yep.
situation,
Yeah. Oh, I know.
and
I know.
Ron, I think Ron called me afterwards, but
Yep.
I couldn't call him back. I don't know
Yeah.
what was going on with my phone, but I couldn't call him back at that time. I don't know what
Look,
was going on with Messenger.
he
I'm
he.
going to get
Yeah.
in landline so I can talk to
Oh
him on
yeah.
landline.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, he was hot, and I mean, he was hot, but it was also like because he's coming from a point of, well, how do you know? How do you know? Because we can all play that game,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
but
And matter
now,
of fact,
yeah,
I saw an article he had posted
yeah,
back in May,
yeah,
back in May
yep.
about this situation.
And he
Now,
showed me
and
that one
see,
too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
and
so
see,
yeah, I tell people, don't when you see Ron, don't think he don't know what he's doing. That man actually comes with some stuff. He ain't
oh
playing
yeah,
around.
yeah. Ron be stacking stuff on
Oh yes, he
you. Ron be,
does. He does.
uh,
Uh,
them
uh,
a boy,
uh,
them a
there-
boy,
the Godfather.
them a, my partner, Mr. Winston Thornton.
The enforcer.
Hey man, shoot, I missed both of y'all last week, man. But hey,
Uh,
look here, this special Sunday show, we liable to go about 11 hours. Oh,
look, my other half might tell me otherwise, but look, I definitely
okay.
show. Hold on, I'm definitely showing up because you guys are my guys, so I want to make sure and pop in on this one because I've heard every report about all this, and I'm just number one. Remember what I said. This management team, if they're liable to screw it up, they screw it up. Now, I'm against my better judgment. I believe all this is a farce. Because remember, I don't know if y'all remember, but when Orlando had the number one pick that year, it was supposed to be the power forward for Houston that everyone projected number one because Bancuro didn't want to play for Orlando. He didn't work out for Orlando. Same kind of thing. Agents didn't want him there. They told him, "Don't even pick him. He won't. He won't show up." Well, Orlando picked Bancuro, and guess what? The man's still playing on Orlando. So that's to me. If I'm the GM, we first of all don't ask me who I'm picking because I'm gonna be looking straight at the camera, going, "This is the guy." Because I'll pull a Billy Knight. I'm like, "Look, we'll get the best athlete. We'll get the best guy at number one." And guess what? If I got to say Sarr, I ain't saying it until that commissioner says it. But
Because see,
yeah, go ahead.
because see, you know what? Now I was on Demon's show.
Yeah,
I was on Demon's show
we got to get
a
them
couple.
on. We got to get them on. We talk on the eye test because he's actually really good, man.
Thing is, his schedule is, he comes on when he ain't when he
No, yeah, I got you.
when he ain't in the garage.
What are you talking about?
When he
I've seen
ain't
that show.
smoking.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I've seen that show. He. Hold on.
Oh
There's
man,
sometimes those
shoot.
guests make him go to the
Man,
garage.
look here. Look here. Hey, wait a minute. I don't know if Winston has seen the show, but between Demond and Tanju, man, both of them joke. Look here. Tanju will turn Chinese on you. Oh,
Hold on, Winston. Remember that episode when Red lit up that Bruta bomb? Well, guess what? That's how it is times 10.
oh man, man, look here. Look here. Tanju, man, both of them jokers' eyes be in one socket.
I saw that
episode. Be over here.
They Cyclops.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
what you look here? Man, look. And hey, we'll fall asleep on air. We'll fall asleep.
And you gotta tell him, hey, you awake?
Yeah. I'm up. Go to the stove and get me some more.
Hold on. At least now he's actually gotten the habit of mute or taking the camera off him and muting himself so that if he did do that, he'd be out.
It's a wonder. It's a wonder they know which button to push. Cause see, I remember. But hey, man, you know what? Now I can't say nothing. Uncle Steve had me on his show one time. He always, I think he saved it. He had me on the show one time, and I had worked. I had worked 16 hours one Saturday afternoon, Saturday night.
Yeah.
We had called. We had talked. And I got in this chair. I made the mistake. I said, I'm just going to take a 15-minute nap. Right before, that's what I had timed it. I'm going to take a 15-minute nap. Man,
probably the best sleep that John got too.
Man, look here. Steve was on by himself. And man, I was just, man, he showed me what was going on, man. Look here, man. I started slobbering. I started.
Hey, man,
you got that good sleep.
That what happened to me on Wednesday. I got in the house. I took a shower at 8. Next thing I know, it's 12:20.
Oh, that's a kiss of death, Winston. That's a kiss of death right there.
You get comfortable. Next thing you know,
that Sunday did you something dirty.
Yeah, and see, man, a lot of people don't realize what that doggone sun will do to you, man. Especially during this time of year, man. That sun will take you down.
It'll zap you. It'll zap you hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember working in the warehouse. I'd be on my chair and I fall asleep as soon as I just sit. Like, I remember.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and dive on into this house thing. I'm gonna drive. Yeah. I'm gonna drive from here until the next fuel stop, if y'all don't mind. I got you. When it's time to gas up, I'll let one of y'all take over. But he's gonna set the mood for us. House. I'm gonna drive from here to Charlotte. And then Winston, you're gonna have to take it from Charlotte on to Richmond, bro.
Hey, John, hold on. Before you start up, it's 3-1 Braves over the Yankees. Bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 6th question. Bottom of the 6th, the guy just got a double play to get out the inning.
Oh, nice. Finally.
Oh, okay. Okay, at least one of these Atlanta teams doing something.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we sitting a whole bunch of players. I put it to you like this: if y'all lose, hey, ain't no hope for y'all to see.
Yeah, exactly. We got to at least pull away. We got to at least pull this series out. That's what I said.
We don't have Judge playing in the outfield. Judge is coming up to hit. That's it.
Yeah, I guess what? I'll walk his ass. I'll put him on 4.
We getting to see somebody in the daytime.
Oh man, he got out of the bat cave.
We getting to see somebody in the doggone daytime. What's up, Red?
What's up, Red?
What's going on,
Hey, man. Like I said in my intro, somebody done stuck a burr in my saddle. Somebody done juked me in the side. Joker hit me in the head with a rock while I was riding by. So I had to come in here and like I am the hit dog and I will holler.
Sound like my dog from yesterday.
I'm gonna holler. Now let's get to it. Like I told Winston. Well, Winston, I'll drive to Greenville. You can take it from Greenville to where you want to get off at? By Charlotte or Greensboro? And I let Red. I tell you what, Red. Y'all decide which way y'all want to do it. But I'm gonna start on this thing. I'm gonna start.
Go for it.
I'm gonna start this thing with the Hawks. Now, if the reports are true, let me put this down as a disclaimer. If the reports are true about what they are saying about Sarr, his agent advising him not to come here, the fact that he has not worked out with the Hawks, if this is true, do you want it? Do you really want, in our stage of being, or our semblance of being at this time, trying to rebuild a franchise to go to the NBA final? Oh, MW coming in. Man, MW, you up? It's It's 3 in the afternoon. I'm just messing with you.
What's happening? What's happening?
But the way that the Atlanta Hawks are now, and let's look at it, gentlemen. We have chronicled how inept the front office is.
Yeet.
From the tutor to the rooter, or the rooter to the tutor, whichever end that is.
Mm-hmm.
From the top down, we have MW 9. He said 9 p.m. out here.
9 p.m.
Oh wow.
He in another. He is showing
In
up in
another
time
country,
zone.
yeah.
You
Hey
in
man,
He probably in the
you
UK.
with us, boss. Good grief, 9 o'clock.
He probably in the UK.
Yeah, Japan's over there.
Yeah,
Is he?
no, that's UK.
He like
He
probably
far east.
like Russia.
Yeah. He's over he's probably in the UK because that's when
okay.
I get. Yeah, I'm in
Well,
some groups with people that are in the UK.
Hey,
Well, MW is.
He in that time zone with Game of Thrones.
Oh, he say he's in Germany. He's in Germany.
Yeah.
All right, corn country.
It take 3 hours to get across the Atlantic. Yeah, it take 3 hours to get across the Atlantic. And then Britain got what, one time zone? Yeah, Britain ain't big enough to have 2 times. Oh no, it might have 2 time zones.
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like Germany. It's like Germany on almost the outskirts of Russia.
He in that Shogun time zone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, MW, I won't be coming to visit you anytime soon. You too close to some stuff. I don't believe I'm gonna be able to, my little 38 will not be able to handle the stuff you close to, bro.
What did he say on Hollow Knight? What I tell you about shooting that little small mother? put that motherfucker in your pocket.
Put that pea shooter away.
You can't go.
Hey, ain't no
Such a good movie.
He say, hey, bro, I can't. You too close to some stuff, bro. I'm at to hold it down over here on this side of the Atlantic. But man, hey, man, we here appreciate you tuning in with us for entertainment. We better than cable, better than satellite. We gonna bring it. So.
Will throw today, and it comes in the 7th inning. It sends out.
What's that? I'm hearing the game.
Yeah, we're hearing the game.
And we got to be careful. We got to be careful about that because YouTube would definitely jump on us because it's copyright.
Yeah.
Especially a laugh.
So
yeah.
Now.
Yeah,
going
Wallace.
back to the Hawks. In the present state of being of the Atlanta Hawks, with the way that our ownership is and the way our front office is, you can't really blame free agents, draft picks from looking at us with that side eye. You can't really blame them because we do not have a track record, even with this new ownership group with the Rustlers. We don't have a track record that will give a person confidence that business is going to be handled around here. We just don't. And I would hate for this man to get here and like I think Winston and y'all say, we Falcon, or now we Hawk.
We Hawk.
I would hate for that man to get here and we Hawk, because the first thing about it, we've hawked for about 3-4 years. 3-4 years, we have hawked. We've fallen far below, far short of the expectations of our fan base, the expectation that the fan base has for our ownership group, our front office. Like I say, if the rumors are true, now John Higgins is saying, he said, I don't think the rumors are true. Rumors are just what it is, rumors. Okay. And I just got to say, look, I have to preface everything that I say, and we're welcoming Ron Thomas to the house.
What's up?
And I have to preface everything that I say with the statement, if the rumors are true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say we had a good front office. Let's say we had a front office that the rest of the league, the rest of the country envies us because of how we handle business, the draft picks that we made, the decisions that we made.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say I would never beg anybody to come here if I had a good reputation. If I had a good reputation, I would never beg anybody to come here. And if you don't want to be here, we are not going to pick you. Okay? Just like now, you had your examples in the NFL with Eli Manning and the San Diego Chargers, where Eli Manning as well as Archie Manning said, "Hey, don't pick my son. He doesn't want to play here. I'm not going to be here." Okay? I can see that because at that time, I think Alex Spanos was out there, and it was a clown show.
Yep.
It was a clown show. So he didn't want his son involved in that. And that worked out. But the thing is, you created a blueprint. You created a blueprint for what players are able to do and what they're able to say and what they're able to demand. Okay? Now, the Manning family has some cachet. The Manning family has some leverage to a certain degree. And, they didn't pick him. And, it went on the other way. But see, I had painted this scenario a while back. And that's why I was hard on this ownership group as well as the Spirit group, because I don't want people to come to the Atlanta Hawks. And this is just generic from Just Jump. I don't want people coming to the Atlanta Hawks, getting here, then leaving, and then coming back and saying just how stupid and bad and crazy what's going on here. Okay, now us among ourselves, Hawks fans, Hawks ownership or whatever, us talking about it around here in the city, it's just like talking about your brother in the family. But you ain't gonna let nobody outside the family talk about your brother, because you're gonna bag your brother up 100%.
Bullshit.
No, but me and Ron, you got to remember, we kind of have some issues with our family sometimes.
Well, the thing is that if it's
all the time.
But now we don't butt heads.
Yeah, I'll be down.
Now we don't butt heads in the family. But
now, I'm not gonna let anyone talk about Winston. I'll tell you that. That's how I'm down like that.
Yeah, it's just like us.
Outside mess with the family. That's it.
Yeah. Now us. Okay, we'll take us for an example. Us as a group. All right. Yeah, we may go back and forth and talk about this, talk about that, blah 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 blah. But if somebody attacks us or one of us in the group, hey man, have a partner down. Watch me. I'm like Martin when he's playing Jerome. Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. So I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna be through.
Let him cook, Ron.
My thing is that, and everybody knows, and if you guys don't know, and I know Tidy has always tried to put me on the spot about it, I don't want my city embarrassed nowhere.
Okay.
I don't want my city embarrassed nowhere. And Tidy will tell you, I have called the league office, NBA, as well as the NFL, and told them on them Thursday night games, on them Sunday night games, where the rest of the country is seeing Falcon football and we ain't meeting the standard, find somebody else to play on these games, on these times, because the country does not need to see Falcons football. The country does not need to see the Hawks. We are not ready yet for the country to know about this. Yeah, I can stand a couple of highlights on SportsCenter, but a whole 60-minute game of us out there screwing up, looking like we don't even belong on the floor, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. And y'all know there have been times, Braves, Hawks, Falcons, that we've looked like we didn't even belong on the floor or on the field with other teams.
Yeah.
So with that being said, hey, who else want to go?
Man.
Who want to go? All right, Ron, go ahead, Ron.
I'm on.
Yeah.
Me and Red talk about this. Me, Chris talk about this. Who vote for who? Do Sarr vote for his agent, or do the agent vote for Sarr?
The agent, the agent works for Sarr.
Okay.
The agent works for Sarr.
So if I'm Sarr, I will tell the agent, look, I'm on your number one. I want to go to the Hawks. No ifs, buts about it. You don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. I'm paying you 5% or 10% or whatever. And we had not even heard Sarr say anything. It cat bait. It clip bait.
Yeah, we're making assumptions.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, think about it. Like, let's go along the path of, like Luka. Luka and Trey has always been a high topic ever since everything went down.
Yeah.
But Luka didn't train actually train for the Hawks.
Right.
Yeah. The day of the draft.
But
no, he had a workout for the Hawks the morning of the draft.
Right.
And then went to New York for I think it was New York where they had a draft at. But he didn't work out for him till then. Till that morning.
Chris told me about Orlando. And the same thing. They did not want Joe Orlando, but they draft him anyway. And he balling in Orlando Magic. So if I in the front office and I'm playing the guy, I still would draft Sarr. The tape speak for itself. It speak for itself. You will not find another person just like this dude. I would tell the agent, hey, if I saw, I would tell the agent, hey, shut the fuck up.
Excuse the French people.
Or we or
No, how did I know he was gonna say that?
I know, you know.
I didn't know Ron was gonna pull out the wee wee.
Wee wee.
You know me, I gotta be stupid.
That's our brother. That's Ron, our brother. You gotta just take him for what he is.
Okay. Now, Ron. I'm gonna say this. I just want to stick this in right quick. Okay. Now, your agent works for you. Definitely, 100%. You're paying the agent.
Right.
Now, to look out for your best interest as well as his, he can suggest. It's up to you, Mr. Player, that's paying the agent, as to whether you want to listen to the suggestion or do what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. Now that's what an agent is supposed to do.
Right.
Because see, the thing is, the agent is supposed to be trying to put you in the best circumstance, especially since you have a rookie contract. You're going to be slated. You're number one. You're number one. I don't know what the rookie scale is. I don't know what the rookie scale is for the NBA for number one as far as money or whatever. But you're number one. Hey, the Hawks are going to have to pay number one money. They're going to pay
that's the other thing too.
But the thing is that your next contract, he is looking at the team. Right. He's looking at the team that you're going to have to spend at least, 3-4 years at?
3 years on your
Yeah. He's looking at the team that you're going to have to spend 3 or 4 years at. And he's looking as to how they've handled their business in the past as to what they're going to do for you in the future. And he's telling you, say for instance, he said, look, these Hawks don't look like they're going to be the best for you. But now it's in an advisory capacity now.
Right.
Total in advisory capacity. Doesn't look like your career can take off the way that it would someplace else. So and that's where they
What?
project for you. That's how they're working for you. That's how they're working for you. Now you as the player, you can make your own decision.
What?
You can make your own decision. But
Now,
but him as an agent, that's his job.
now, my thing is, when the last time Washington went to the playoffs?
They haven't.
It's been a long time. I want to say,
it's been a
Okay.
minute.
yeah, it's been a minute.
Why I brought them up? We got closer to the finals than they ever been.
Fool's gold.
Now, well, in the last it's
4 or
probably
5
20
years.
years. Yeah.
So you tell me Washington worse than us right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me a little tweet here, a little tweet there, we might be top 5 in playoffs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I put it to you like that. All right.
Yeah, go
So
Winston.
we keep talking about the player and the agent, but when it comes down to the draft, neither one of them have any power.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Hawks got all the power because they got the #1 pick. If I draft you, you don't have to pay. Doesn't matter. You don't have to play for it. That's cool. I still own your rights though. You can't
Yep.
go somewhere else.
It's
It ain't
not
like
free agency.
yeah, it's not like college basketball because he didn't come from college basketball. He came from overseas, so he can go back and go play overseas. But if he want to play in the NBA, the Hawks will still own his right.
What?
So if he want to go to another team had to compensate the Hawks, and I'm gonna get him for everything out there they work.
What?
I would, whatever team you want. If you sitting there trying to force a trade, if I'm the Hawk, I'm gutting that team. I'm leaving it bare bones, skeleton, and Sarr.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Or you can come over here when you got a chance to make some noise real quickly. And in 3 years, if you don't like it, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a go. I'll trade you, and I'm still gonna get something off of it.
What?
But I'm not sitting there. I'm not sitting there listening. Well, he didn't work out. This, that, and the third. All right, like to be honest, you don't really need to
Oh,
work
what's that?
out because there's tape. There's tape. How you think he got ranked as the #1 player in the first place? Off of his tape, what he was doing overseas. That's how he got ranked as the #1 player coming in. It's not like somebody could just drive down the road a couple of hours and go to the college and go watch him play against other college players. No, we're getting tape from
What?
overseas of what, and then we compile this data and say, hey, from what it looked like, he's the best player that's gonna come into this draft. All right, fine. Hawks win the draft #1 draft pick. All right, fine. I don't want to hear nothing about he don't want to come here. I don't want to hear nothing about the agent don't want him to come here. I don't care because I have the #1 draft pick. I'm going to draft you. I'm gonna own those rights, and then we can make something shake after that.
What?
Like I mean, it's simple. Like NFL different. Like, all right, say
Yeah.
we drafted Penix. Say Penix didn't want to sign with us. If he never signed an NFL contract, Penix can go back to college.
Mm-hmm.
If he still got eligibility, if he still got years of eligibility, but I think what Penix played 4 years. I
5.
mean,
5 years.
yeah, he played 5,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't
Yeah.
have any more eligibility. So he had to go to the league,
So
or he go to USFL or go to Canadian league, but
what?
he couldn't go back to college. You know what I'm
So
saying?
my whole thing is we hearing all these rumors, but we had not even heard Sarr talk yet.
I mean, if you look at that post, I seen somebody post it, and it was like I think it was Sarr's Twitter. It might have been his Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and he was working out. The picture was him working out and stuff. You know what I'm saying on the court, but the location was up, and the location said Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he's not working out for the Hawks, he's already in Atlanta getting acclimated to the area.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He could have
All
he
right.
could have he could have went to a tutorial down in Florida. He could have went anywhere in the country. He's in
Yeah.
Atlanta. He's in Atlanta.
So a lot of these people jumping to stuff and saying, "Man, his agent came out or he said." We had not even heard the man speak yet. The man did not even say shit yet.
You notice that the agent haven't made a definitive statement yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. All you hearing is rumors from his camp.
Right. All these damn rumors.
Well, okay. All right, Ron. Let me. All right. Let
Also,
me.
before you get
What's up?
started, C-Dub,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got somebody new in here.
We got a new
we got
guy?
somebody new in here, and look like he done pulled the car over just to be in here. That's Mr. Travis Preston, boss man. Welcome into the eye test, sir.
What's up, Travis?
Thank you.
What's up,
Thank you
Travis?
for having me, man. I'm
What's going
proud of
on?
y'all, man. I appreciate letting me come on, man. It's good. It's a good topic, good platform. Everybody like and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
And
Appreciate that.
Mr. C-Dub was getting ready to expound on this, and I'm gonna let him talk. And
Yeah, I mean,
Red, you got something you want to say about that? You gonna go out to C-Dub or what?
I guess I'll go out to see Doug.
yeah,
Okay.
because we definitely need to hear from JJ Reddick over here, #1 fan.
Cause see now, cause hey, Winston, your boy Red just tried to put me on Front Street on the Waffle House. Cause hey, we had a Waffle House Friday
Oh,
night.
Friday?
I fell
Yeah.
asleep right before the joint cranked up. I woke up
Oh
like
man,
5 o'clock in the
man,
morning.
look, dog, Winston, they trying to hurt you out there.
Bro,
Man,
when I
what's
tell you,
this?
when I tell you I've been going hard. I'm working 6 days a week. Most of the time from like 9 in the morning to like 8 at night. I'm going. Yeah.
Man, oh no! You know what, Winston? You deserve to get rest. Don't worry about being on the show.
Yeah,
So, hold on.
all right.
Well, let's get back to the original thing. What did Red try to get you on Front Street about?
But at any rate, Red and James, they harping about pay. Now I ain't got now we could have discussed this in the office. We could have talked about this in the office behind closed doors and negotiated and stuff and talked about. But no, they throw me out there on Front Street right at the end of Tidy's show. Yeah, hey, he don't even pay no overtime. I can't get no night differential. Well, I don't know what he think he running over there.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like somebody's getting docked. That's what's happening.
I said, well, damn. Well, hey, man. Now, go ahead, C-Dub. Go ahead, C-Dub. You know I'm picking at Red.
Yeah, I know.
You know I'm picking at Red.
Yeah, we love you, Red. All right. So, look, here's the deal.
Really?
Yeah, you know. Look, he's a Laker fan. We do love him, but, we know.
He's a Laker fan too.
Yeah, well, hey, look, I mean, if y'all are excited about the podcast coming to LA, you're going to really love that. So that's going to be fun.
It's a
don't even start.
It's a good.
Go ahead on that one, C-Dub.
All right.
Red, a fine fella.
Yeah. All right. So look. So the rumors, if they're true, if they're not, here's the problem I have. We have a crappy organization. And that is what it is. When you look at the wrestlers, and then you look at the puppeteer, or Mr. Puppet, Landry Fields, who routinely embarrasses himself every time he talks. This is why I'm like going, this should not be that hard of a job to do. But for some reason, I feel like it is for this crew. Because you go, okay, what's your #1 weakness? What's the thing that we need? Hey, you notice that the league we're getting now some big guys. We need to contend. Now, I love what Winston said, because this is something me and Ron talked about yesterday, which is, if I'm the GM, I'm drafting Sarr. If they're mad about me trading or getting Sarr, it's real simple. Who wants Sarr? And like Winston said, I'm taking everything you got, because I'm not budging. Because personally, I'm going to shoot for the moon. Because here's the other thing. Everybody wants to talk about, well, we're trying to rebuild. Okay, John, last I checked, what's our draft capital look like next year?
You don't
Oh,
have
good.
any.
Thank you. So again, how are we going to rebuild when you have no draft capital? Last I checked, you can't get a draft pick with food stamps. So, in my regard, I would be like, I'm taking the best player in the draft. Then I'm trading these busters and getting anything and everything I can. But see, I'm looking and I keep hearing how, some of these fans really worry me because I really don't think they need to operate heavy machinery. Because I had one guy try to tell me how analytics is the superior stat, and I'm going, I'm sorry, I must be old fashioned, but wins and losses mean something. Because he tried to tell me how great our draft classes have been. Guys, if our draft classes were so good, why the hell are we picking number one overall this year?
Was that
Did-
Matt?
You
that
knew
Matt?
who I was talking
Yeah.
about. Yep. Because that his analytics, boy, and I'm going to tell you, he is loyal to this Hawks team. He will stand up for Landry Fields, the wrestlers. But here's the problem I have with them all: they're still idiots. Because John, what's our draft capital like next year? Oh yeah, none. Why? Because we traded 3 draft picks for DJ, who's not that guy. But now
I mean, he could be.
we,
He very well could be.
he's not.
Me,
He's not.
personally, I'd take DJ over Trey. That is me personally.
Personally, I think if you put him into trade position, here's the problem: he won't show up. And here's the other thing to think about: the
He showed
moment
up
you
last
put him
night. What
in,
you talking about?
hold on. Here's what I'm saying: the moment you put whoever you put in is in the hot seat, and neither is going to respond well. What I'm saying is because this fan base is already will turn if, like they say, trade. I tell you, by the trade deadline, those same people will say trade DJ. Why? I've been a Hawks fan for over 30 plus years. That's the fan base. Because if it ain't one person, it's another. But what the problem is, no one ever looks at the front office. Are they willing to pay? And are they willing to go over that luxury tax? And this front office are cheap tightwads, and they ain't doing it. And my only suggestion now is if you're not taking Sarr, yeah, trade down because we know that's just going to tell everyone that you're cheap. And that's really what it is. But at least get you a good return so you could have a pick in the 2025 draft.
Hold that thought. Now, see, hold that thought right there and remind me to talk about that after Red and Travis get through.
Yeah, go ahead.
Be sure to remind me
Y'all
to
go
talk
ahead.
about
I'm
that.
listening.
Yeah.
All right, go. Hey, Red, go ahead and say what you got to say about this situation, man.
Man,
You and see, hey, Red, man, I feel for you, bro. I feel for y'all, man. You got a doggone TV, man. What I already said, it was just like the Detroit Lions hiring Matt Millen.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's like both of my teams are just, God, I adopted the Lakers because the Hawks just disappointed me. Now both of them disappointed me.
Maybe it's you, man.
I mean, I'm just so depressed. I'm so depressed talking about the NBA, man. I mean, Celtics just won the championship. I hate them with a passion. The Lakers, JJ Redick, my Hawks, and they number one pick, fiasco. I mean, I just can't win when it comes to the NBA. But I really ain't heard nothing. I haven't heard anything from anybody on this panel today that I disagree with. I mean, everybody from Ron to Winston to C-Dub, everybody has been on point. It's just to the point now, I don't trust the Hawks, nobody in the front office, anybody to do anything that makes sense. I mean, Tony Russell, let the Suns infect this team with their inexperience and arrogance. You hired two lame duck GMs and Landry Fields and Kyle Korver who went behind the ear and just happy to be there like they a damn extra on Oscar night on the stage presenting the damn award. I mean, like I said, it's just we just got a bunch of clowns right in the Hawks front office, man. And you wonder, like Judge said, even when you said what you said, Judge, can you blame Sarr and his camp for not wanting to come here when you look at the ineptness and the ignorance and just the overall incompetence of this organization in the past, what, I don't know how many years. I mean, we make a sneak trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, and what have we done to even capitalize on that? Nothing.
Lucky trip. A lucky trip.
Right. We go to the Eastern Finals in 2015. What did we do to capitalize on that? Not a damn thing. We don't capitalize in 2015. We don't capitalize in 2021. It's just a lame thing. Before 2015, we didn't even make the Eastern Conference Finals. Just a lame duck organization, and everybody. It's no secret. There ain't no damn secret about the Hawks. Everybody on the outside looking in knows exactly what we're about. We can't hide this shit. We know what we're about. Everybody on the outside know what we're about. So you can't really blame Alex Sarr and his camp for being concerned or curious about coming here. But like Ron said, I mean, I wouldn't be putting out in public that the Wizards are my damn number one destination. Now, hold on now. I mean, if you go diss the Hawks, at least diss us for a more respectable organization. How you gonna diss us for the fucking Wizards? Come on now. That don't make no sense. So that's what the agent talking. Yeah, the agent needs to be he needs to be silenced right now, because right now you ain't making no sense. Sarr does not want to come to Atlanta. Period. Sarr does not want to come to Atlanta, and my preferred destination is the Wizards. So now you sound like a dumbass. Okay? So you should have just ended it with, I'm having thoughts about the Hawks. If you just left it right there, we understand. When you say, I'm having thoughts about the Hawks, but boy, those Wizards show look good. What the fuck are you talking about, man? So, like I say, it's just a sad situation that my Hawks are being kicked in the balls for the fucking Wizards. But so you gotta look at them. I mean, they don't have nobody but themselves to blame. Wrestler, you want to let your sons wrestling. Jamie, you want to keep letting your sons run the organization. Landry Field, you want to keep acting like a high school kid with a GM job. You know, like this 21 fucking Jump Street. Hey, go ahead, man. So it's just sad to do, but we'll all see what happens on Wednesday. We'll see if they can finally make. I'm glad we don't have to wait long, but just the rumors. The rumors are just it's sad enough. I mean, I hope we don't draft a kid and he walks into the stage with just a sad, oh God, my dog died. Look on his face, you know what I'm saying? Not happy, not walking up there. Yeah, I want you to come up there and feeling excited, exuberated, put that Hawks hat on your head and say, man, I'm ready to come to Atlanta and bring championships. Let's do it, Trey. Let's do it, Jalen. What's up, baby? I think I'm going to hit that. But like I say, we'll all see, fellas, but the Hawks have nobody but themselves to blame for anybody being curious or concerned about coming to this organization. And only they can change the culture.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, it's the draft Wednesday and the presidential debates Thursday. Jesus Christ. Woo, what a week. Hey, Travis. I hope you got the air conditioner on, man, because I sure don't want you dog out there suffering.
Yeah, man.
Some bitch out here.
But hey, well, what you think, man? What you think?
I mean, like I'm with Red on everything. I agree with everybody else. If you're gonna diss them for a credible team, not the damn Washington Wizards, where would that even come from to say you don't want to come to Atlanta, but you want to go to the Wizards? What did the Wizards got that is so great that you want to diss the Hawks for them?
They got that
Yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
Kuzma.
Oh,
Sorry.
Kyle Kuzma, there he is. My
Hey,
Lakers got rid
hey,
of his ass.
Kyle underrated though.
He
Okay.
underrated,
I
but
ain't, hold on,
he
I
ain't
ain't
the end
saying he's
all
no
be all.
superstar, but he got
There's a lot of bitches I can name in the league I want to play with other than Kyle Kuzma.
I know, but at the same time, who else gonna move up that far?
I
See
mean,
now when you talking about leaving and not going to the Hawks, you gotta look at who
Yeah.
is able to move up to number one.
Or then you just stay
Who
with
got
the
the
Hawks.
who? Yeah, who like all right? OKC. OKC got the draft capital to go get them. They can move up. That's very plausible. But at the same time, then you got two players that pretty much the same with him and Chet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, the Wizards got draft capital and they got space because they ain't paying nobody. Only person they really paying is Jordan Poole.
Kuzma. Oh yeah,
That's it.
yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah.
so they got space, and plus they could trade Poole or Kuzma to the
Mm-hmm.
Hawks. See
No,
what I'm
no,
saying? I'm
don't
just
do that,
saying.
sir.
You have when they sit there talking semantics about, well, we don't want to go to Atlanta. All right, well, what is your other option? Because somebody got to sweeten the pot for the Hawks.
Everybody keeps saying San Antonio, and they're saying, "Oh, that fourth and eighth pick," and I'm going. And actually, it was Damon that said this, and I think John, you were in the group too when he said it. It was when he said, "Yeah, I want to trade down and try to draft more guys in a draft that's not deep, as y'all say." And my thing is, what's pathetic is when you go, "Well, we'll take one of our draft picks back." That's what one of the guys said. And I'm going, so we're now going to make San Antonio stronger now. That's why it's like when you try to ask questions to people, some of the answers you get are just, it'll make you scratch your head. And I'm agreeing with you, Preston, and also Red. You're wanting, if the rumors are true, oh, we don't want to play for the Hawks. We'll play for the Wizards. All right, I get our ownership's messed up. Washington ain't no dream picnic either.
Oh, okay. Now,
Nope.
see the what was that? Oh, go ahead, Ron.
My my thing is, when
Oh,
we
wait a minute, Ron. Just 1 second.
Now,
Hey, Winston, did you say what you wanted to say?
I mean, if it
Did
was
you
me,
did you expect? Cause see, I
Yeah.
man, forgive me.
well, no, no. Because
Cause
matter of fact, Preston, the floor is yours. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
talked to
Finish
John
up.
about it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're sorry.
No. Y'all good. It's good, healthy conversation. But I mean, though, truthfully though, I mean, the Hawks have been badly managed and owned. I mean, it's been a long time since they really had any kind of suitable ownership or front office. I mean, you look at another Atlanta-based company, and this shout out to my wrestling fans. I know C Dub one.
Yeet.
When WCW was in town, they were badly managed, badly owned,
Yeah.
and it's a similar situation now. The Hawks are not offering anything to make people want to just run to a game or to put anything on that floor that's of substance. You went and got Murray from San Antonio. Now all of a sudden we're at the point: do you want to keep him or keep Trey? Cause it seems like Trey maybe is not panning out like we want, like you want him to. I mean, it's a ball of fire right now with no sense of direction. There's nobody in that front office that's taking the bull by the horns and say, "Hey, this is what we need to do." I had some hope for the Hawks. I still got love for the Hawks. I'm a Laker fan, but I still got mad love for the Hawks. I thought with Grant Hill coming in, he would have shown brought some kind of substance. But it seemed like maybe he just there for namesake. And 'cause I haven't seen anything from him. I haven't seen his fingerprint on nothing since he came. So it was like, what did you sign up for? Just for a check? So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
somebody need to. There needs to be an ownership that's gonna invest in this team to show the fans, to show the city, hey, I want the best for this team. Cause right now it's not happening. I mean, you want to go all the way back to the Dominique trade? That's when the really downfall started. It it came back up a little when when with the 19 game winning streak season and this and that. But I mean, there's nothing going on, man.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Hey, Ron, go ahead. Go ahead, Ron.
When we traded Luca for trade, who was our owner then?
Same owner.
Rustler,
Yeah,
Rustler.
it was Wrestler.
So okay, did that trade work out?
Some would say no, but some would say yes. I mean, they're both good players.
But
Now the indicator, ultimate indicator is that rain.
okay,
That's the
Well, neither
that's the
one got them.
ultimate indicator.
but as if we
One was in
compare,
position to get the one.
if we compare a
No,
player
not
with
not
another
not
player,
not really. Not really.
okay, if
Mm-mm.
we compare a player with another player, Luca and Trey,
I got
they're the same player.
Yeah, and
No,
I'm
no, sir.
and to what Winston is saying.
Wait a minute.
No, sir.
You right. Go ahead, Ron. I'm about to interrupt you. Go
Both
ahead,
of
Ron.
them
Go ahead.
don't play defense.
four.
Do defense mean something in the NBA? Because the finals show me Lucha don't give a damn about no damn defense.
Yeah, but if you remember that's remember because of Luca's side when they played who was it? Minnesota. You
Right.
know what they did with
Yeah.
Luca? They took him and put Luca down in the post on defense
But
and let him
once
control the
again,
post. You
if
can't
we
do that with Trey. Hold on.
if we look at
You cannot do that with Trey.
right,
You
I'm
can't
with
put him
you.
nowhere near the post unless he's running towards the goal
I
trying to score.
own
Outside of
your
that,
team is
you can't do that with Luke. I
right.
mean with Trey.
We talking the same language. I'm with you, but when I'm saying both of them again, when Lucha played on Boston in the finals, where the defense was?
No, could not find it. It was not applicable.
Okay, so Trey played the same way. Trey to come out and shoot, give you 30 points, but no defense. Yes or no?
Yeah, but see, there's a difference. If Luca wanted to play defense, he can play defense. He showed that in the final in spurts. He can play defense.
But
Trey can't play defense because he's too small. There's
okay,
nothing he can do with anybody.
so
If you put him on man to man, he's a liability because any point guard in the league, even Tyus Jones will body him. He's
right,
too small.
okay. So my whole thing
And
is
then on top of that, look at the pedigree. When how do Trey Young even got an All NBA selection?
I think he did. He got one, but it was a third string or a third all NBA and
Yeah,
Oh,
the
hey,
2021
well,
season.
hold up. Uh, let
Look,
me say
you
this.
asked. I'm just trying to remember. I can't. I'm trying. This
Okay.
is off the top of my head.
Hey, let me say this too, Winston. When you say pedigree, let's look way back beyond the NBA. This man been playing pro ball since he was 14 years old. May I tell you what?
true,
No,
true.
no, 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 no. I want to do this right quick.
That's pedigree.
Yeah, that's
That's
what. But
pedigree.
see, that's what I'm talking about. I said
All right,
the
hold on.
pedigree before the NBA, before he even came to the NBA.
so
I just want to read something off. I got to read this off. I got to
Uh-huh.
read it off.
Go for it. Shoot the moon.
I got to read this off here. Let me find it. I should have had it queued up before I even started
mhm.
talking. Yeah. Thank you, Ron.
All right. All right. So, but the thing I wanted
Thank you, Ron.
I'll filibuster for John.
I got it. My high speed internet decided to go into second gear today, so I leave that. Okay, now, man, I'm gonna start it. Okay. FIBA International Cup champion 2015. Two-time Spanish Kings Cup winner 2016-2017. Three-time ACB All Young Players Team 2016 to 2018. Three-time Liga ACB champion 2015, 2016, 2018. Eurostar Player of the Year 2019. EuroLeague 2010 through 2020 All-Decade Team. All EuroLeague First Team. EuroLeague Final Four MVP. EuroLeague MVP in 2018, EuroLeague champion in 2018, All Eurobasket team 2017, All FIBA World Cup team 2023, FIBA World Cup top scorer 2023, NBA scoring champion 2024, NBA rookie first team 2019, NBA rookie of the year 2019, five-time All NBA first team 2020 to 2024. Five-time NBA All-Star 2020 to 24.
Hey, John, read that again. All NBA first team.
All NBA first team 2020 to 2024. Five-time NBA All-Star 2020 to 24. And see, man, look here.
That's pedigree.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about what this man did from the EuroLeague and his country all the way up until he got drafted in the NBA. And then when he came to the NBA, he was even better.
All right, real quick. I want to say this. All right. And because Kelly just said something also that no one's talked about. But first of all, we did pick Luka. And
we did.
And not only that, like Winston said about the training. But here's the thing that no one wants to talk about. Where did Luka end up going? To the Dallas Mavericks with Mark Cuban, who's determined to build a winner, who's determined to win a championship. Am I right? Can we all agree on that point?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we agree. We agreed on that.
Okay. And then you have the Hawks, who have Trey. What have the Hawks done to build around Trey, or just build a contender? We don't need to say behind Trey. We can just say overall.
Just build a contender.
Since 2021, that year that everyone wants to point to is the watermark for us. Oh, well, we were 2 games from the finals. We haven't been back since that point. We were a turn ankle away from the finals, people will tell you. My thing is, that's a fail on the management and coaches. That's a fail on the wrestlers. And that's the problem. And that's why I keep going around and trying to say, when you look at this organization, I can see why Sarr wouldn't want to come here. I can see why free agents don't want to come here. Because this rink-a-dink ownership who think they know it all are the reasons we are being held back. Just like, John, your favorite group, the Spirit Group. Those goofy idiots couldn't come up to make a decision. So when it comes to how to fix it, you got to have someone that can get in there, look at the owner and say, you shut the fuck up and start paying some money. Because the wrestlers are not cheap, or they're not broke. They got money.
And there is a
They
difference.
got money. Yeah, they got money. Let's not play the game. They are very wealthy. They are more wealthy than Arthur Blank, some people said. Well, the reason why they're so wealthy is because they're cheap and they don't want to spend their money. So, but you need somebody that looks and goes, it's about wins, not L's. We've got to build this. And I got to give Keeley credit because he made that comment about Mark Cuban. And it really stood out to me because that is the whole reason why we're talking about all this. Is the Hawks
wait a minute.
failed, done nothing. Yeah.
C-Dub, you haven't been hearing. Well,
I have heard, but we've been talking like, you've been talking about the we have no draft capital next year. That's why, if it's me, I'm not really wanting to trade down. I want to reload. And if I can use the number one pick and get the best player in that draft, that's what I'm doing. But if I'm forced to trade, I'll trade down. But I'm gonna get some more draft capital.
No, what I'm talking about is what Keely is saying. And by the way, everyone that's on the dais right now, be sure that you're filing your taxes correctly. Be sure that you're claiming the deductions that you should. Be sure that you observe the speed limit, and be sure that you obey all pertinent laws. We have someone in here that I don't know what side of the railroad track he's working on, but just for safety, just to be on the safe side, do what you're supposed to be doing. Just do what you're supposed to do. What's going on, El Jefe?
So I DM John because he was giving the freaky the business.
Oh man, we didn't even talk about that part.
Shoot, you gave Freaky the business again?
Well, Freaky kept interrupting him and wouldn't let him get off because John was trying to get off, and Freaky kept interrupting him. But I was like, it was this same subject talking about the Hawks.
It happened
I
again.
thought it was hilarious.
John, Kool-Aid and Freaky drink the same Kool-Aid. They can't let people talk bad about the Hawks. That's just their thing.
I was just asking a question. I was trying to ask a question. Because okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all what it was about. And Ron, I think Ron, you heard it right. But if you want to find the interview, it's on the Odyssey app. What was it? Last Saturday on the Odyssey app, and you can find John's Freaky Show on the weekend. You can just go scroll through and see previous broadcasts, and it'll come up. And it's around about 12:30, and section. They have it sectioned off for each show. But at any rate, the subject was the fact that we have a vice president. Matter of fact, I think we talked about that week before last. Matter of fact, might have been last week. We have got a vice president of scouting.
Oh, this guy.
He was an after-game analyst for the Golden State Warriors and for the Clippers, and now you got this man here as the vice president of Pro Scout. So I'm just asking, because I asked him a couple of times, what's this man's job? What is he supposed to do? What is he responsible for? Then I broke it down. I got this guy said, well, okay, because Freaky would say, well, that ain't the way it works. That ain't the way to work. Oh, say so he's stealing money. Yeah, I guess you could say so. Come on, man.
John, they don't tell them anything.
John, I got a question for you.
They think I'm boo-boo the fool. Go ahead, Ron.
It's funny because Kool-Aid was talking some nonsense the other day. And I was like, Kool-Aid, since you know everything, tell me what the numbers going.
Yeah, man. But see now. I've got Ron.
I need Lotto.
Kool-Aid. Man, see, he is a die-hard Hawks fan, die-hard Trae Young fan.
Oh, we know. We know.
Hey, and when they get to tearing down Trae Young, all right, go ahead and trade him. Go ahead and trade him. Let's see what you get.
I've been hearing him say that a lot lately about.
Yeah, he has.
The way I approach the situation, I said, Kool-Aid, I got nothing but respect for you. Nothing but respect for you. So I took my paper, I took my pen, I said, since you know everything about the Hawks, you be in the front office. I did just like this. So tell me what the numbers gonna be.
Powerball and Mega Ball.
So he was like, I said, yeah, you know everything. You know who shit it. You know all this shit. Tell me what the numbers going to be. Now, I need to hit the lotto. I need a new AC for my living room. I need everything. What the numbers going to be? He got very quiet on it. So I said, well, you don't know what the Hawks going to do then. You're not in the front office.
Oh my God! I wish I could have heard John and Freaky argument. That would have.
I got it, man. You can go find it. C Dub, you
Oh,
can go
I am
find it.
gonna
Matter of fact,
find it.
I posted it. I posted where you could find it and everything.
Uh-huh.
You just follow the instructions. You can
Yeah,
find it.
I'll find it. I'll find it, bro. Don't worry.
But
But oh my God.
see, this is the thing. This is the thing. If I may take a couple of minutes. See, everything, man. If this isn't the biggest example of a domino effect that you can come up with, because see, okay, now to Winston's point that he made about if you draft a person, they got to come to your team, or you hold the draft rights to them forever. Okay, you hold the draft rights to them forever, but it's an embarrassment thing. To your point, C Dub, for them to consider Washington over Atlanta. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. And the thing is that okay, even though Atlanta, you go ahead and draft that man. If everybody knows, and I got to preface this again, if the rumors are true that his agent didn't want him to come to Atlanta or is trying to dissuade Atlanta from picking him, because what he could now and thinking about it, thought just zapped through my head. The man could go in the doggone workout and act like he don't have care, that he lazy, try to sabotage his own workout so Atlanta won't even pick him. Okay, that I don't put that beyond the realm of possibility. It's a remote possibility, but I don't put that beyond the realm of possibility. Just to show his displeasure or his reluctance to come to the Hawks. Okay, or he may not even. Okay, say for instance, he doesn't even work out for him. Why you not here, man? My mom's sick. Why you ain't here, man? My dog died. Why you ain't here, man? My car ran out of gas. I'm just.
I was too busy TikToking.
Hey, Winston, forgive me, man. I'm going all out into space with this one.
Go for it.
No, dude. John, it's your show, man.
I already know that.
Yeah, John, this is your show. Do your thing, man.
Well, no. Now, see, there's a certain amount of respect I got to have for you guys too. Now, cause see, thing is,
John, we're showing you respect.
Hold up. Now, if I'm floating and running out there on the expressway, I expect one of y'all to grab me before I get here. Why y'all talking?
John,
I expect from a boy. Hey, man,
hold on.
Get your ass.
John, so you're saying, John, hold on, John, you're saying, hey, John, you're saying you want me to be that white guy that follow Kirby Smart and drag him back to the sideline.
Yeah,
John, get back over here.
I don't care. Somebody drag me back, and I'm taking a little liberty out here to roll out here because look, nowadays ain't no telling what people will do to get what they want or to be where they want to be. Ain't no telling. So see that's why I'm exercising like this. But thing is, just like Keely said, Mark Cuban, now you had a perfectly good general manager here who picked the player that he wanted.
Which was Luka.
He picked Luka. But the owner went behind the man's back and got him traded for Trae Young. Just like Keely said. Now, you as a GM, and I quoted this example of Jerry West. When Jerry West was a GM, it was something that the Lakers were trying to do, and Jerry West went just totally zero to ignorant. He went from zero to ignorant in less than 2 seconds. and threatened to quit the Lakers if they went ahead with what it was they were going to do. Because the thing is that, okay, you working for somebody, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. Say, look, because I used to have to be in that situation. Boss will come and tell me to do something crazy. I've got to tell my employees what it is that they need to do. Okay? Now, based on what the boss said. Now, I let them know in code. Let them know in code where this came from. You know, because normally I would go to him and say, hey, man, need your help. I need you to do this, need you to do that. The reason why we're doing this, why we're doing that, this is why the reason we're doing this. Okay. But when it came from one of them crazy higher ups, Mr. Washington said that he wants us to do this and then this and then.
Wow.
Okay. So they knew from the very beginning, and by the time I finished the instruction, number one, it didn't come from me. Number two, it's stupid. Okay. So, man, why in the world that fool wants to? Hey, man. I was given some destructions to issue to you. So I issued your destructions. And all we gonna do is follow these destructions to make sure that, you know, nobody gets written up or whatever. And y'all be sure to tell them that I gave you these destructions. All right.
Yep.
So when you are a general manager, you're a general manager. If you want to keep your job, there's certain situations where you have to eat certain things. Now, in my example about Jerry West, Jerry West wasn't gonna eat that. And on hindsight of what your owner did to this team by doing what he did, that was just a warning, or should have been a warning to Travis Slink and everybody else as to what would happen under that regime. That was a warning. Yeah, you did your job, but I want you to do this. Then guess what? You remember before we found out about this deal, we thought that Travis Slink had picked Trae Young, or that Travis Slink was behind swapping with Dallas. We thought that, but it came out because Mark Cuban said it. Keelan, didn't he say it?
He said,
yeah, and I think Travis even said it.
He said, look, let's get this owner to owner. He literally on the little show with, what was it, All the Smoke, or either with Draymond. He said, the last minute, he said they were trying to make a deal, and his GM was trying to make a deal, and he said he just basically got the GMs out the way and went owner to owner and made a quick phone call at the last minute and got it done. And I was like, bruh, like, and then Travis Slink in the interview said that they worked him out, they worked Luke out the day of the draft. And said that they had decided that he was the pick unless somebody like just went overwhelming, like included a bunch of first round picks. And I think up to that night, I think he would, it sounds like based upon what Cuban said, they were standing firm on taking Cuban, and they were, I guess Sling was haggling, trying to get more picks if y'all gonna trade out. And that's when Cuban just went over both of their heads and just like, all right, we're gonna do owner, which I thought was kind of a big hustle, because considering Wrestler was a rookie owner, that was his first year.
Yeah.
So basically, Cuban hustled.
Yes.
That was his first pick.
He took it. Yeah, he took advantage of a rookie owner, basically, who had no experience.
But once again, if you hire me to be the GM, let me do my job.
There you go.
But that's part of being a rookie owner.
What Atlanta franchise does that?
Right.
That's part of being a rookie owner, though. I think he just didn't know any better. He a rookie.
Right. That's the problem. If you hire me to do my job, to get this job done, let me do my job. You the owner. Okay. I know I vote for you, but let me do my job.
Ron.
I said, what Atlanta franchise allowed a GM to GM? Unparalleled and without somebody getting in the way.
Right.
Well, some would say Well, some would say Alex Anthopoulos did, but I don't know about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
He,
think
he did for
Atlanta
a
has
little
a
bit of time, but
history.
then then look at Blank. Look at what Blank did with the Matt Ryan and Julio contract situation.
Right.
oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah. Now
just fine.
that's no doubt. That's no doubt. Oh shit.
I think Atlanta
Hey,
has a history of having people at the top who may not be like savvy about those businesses and those sports. So like I don't
Right.
think wrestler is this big basketball person or I don't even, and Blank has been around football enough, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like he knows as much football as probably someone like a Jerry Jones
Right.
or some of these other people who have been in football their whole life.
Right.
So,
Yes.
Keely, Jerry Jones,
well, I
Jerry
will say
Jones.
this. No, Jerry Jones, I will say this. For as much slack as he get, he has made some pretty good picks. Like he has a lot of Hall of Famers that's under
Yes, he
his.
do.
So that he
Whoa,
played.
whoa, whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now, okay. Now, let me say this, Keely. Let me say this.
I'm not saying he doesn't interfere because he clearly interferes.
Keely.
He just started giving his son
Now,
Steven GM power
Keely,
Yeah,
like a
brother,
couple years
brother.
ago.
Hold up. When you go talking reckless in a damn bar about the best coach that you had in Jimmy Johnson
that was
and
jealousy,
get
man. That was
yeah,
jealousy.
But
you sound
But it's
look,
That's
still a thing.
that's different
they
than.
could have won 4 more rings, Keely.
but
But that's
John,
jealousy. That's different than
that's
intelligence.
jealous.
Like he
At the
knows his
end of the day,
football,
they got
but he
rings.
He was jealous. He was
He
Yeah,
was
jealous
jealous.
he was
the
jealous someone else was
emotion,
getting the credit.
Emotional
there you go. The emotion you pegged. That emotion led you to do something stupid.
Yeah,
but
That
he was.
emotion led you to do something
but
stupid.
That
And
doesn't
John,
mean he
see,
doesn't know his football. He was
but
yeah, well,
jealous. He was jealous. He was emotional, but that doesn't mean he doesn't know his football.
But I
see,
mean,
I
you gotta
don't know.
remember,
I don't know. Cause see,
Jared
they
used to play college ball back in the day. Jared,
Yeah, he played
I
at
want to say
Arkansas.
but
he was like a
Arkansas,
center. He was a center in college.
Yeah, he played
Like I mean,
football.
yeah,
he
yeah
played for
now
he
Arkansas.
know football. He don't
and
know to the extent of a GM. But I mean, he didn't have a successful GM in tenure. I will have to say that. Arthur Blank tried
he
to
had a
follow
what?
a successful GM in tenure. You got to think about it, that man
Who?
got championship.
Wait a minute.
Jerry
Who? Wait
Jones.
a minute. Was Jerry Jones the GM of the team?
Yeah,
No,
Jerry
it was Jimmy
Jones was the
Johnson.
He
owner
was
and the GM.
look.
everything. He was
When
No,
Jerry
everything.
no.
bought
Wait a minute now.
when Jerry bought the team, Jerry became the GM too. Now they didn't have
Yeah.
GMs quote unquote there, but they were just number guys. Jerry made those picks. That's why he
His
had
Now,
such a
son
good
is the new
relationship.
GM
okay.
now.
That's why he has so much of a relationship with everybody that they draft, and that's why they want to build through the draft. They don't really go and get people in free agency
When the
because they
Cowboys, okay, hold up. That
he
because see,
bought
I
the
got to
Cowboys
ask
back
about
in
this.
the '80s, but it was like the late '80s.
Please indulge me, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before we indulge everybody, Miss B, man,
Hey, Miss B.
look, see what Miss B
What
sent
happened,
us.
Miss
She
B?
sent us all kind of doggone accolades and stuff, and then talking about red screen. That's why red. Just
He
clear it
gone.
up and come back, baby. Don't clear it up and come back. Cut the fan on and come back.
He might still be mad about that JJ Redick pick. I mean, that's
Oh man, I would be.
know how I
I
feel about it.
definitely would be.
But at the
But
end of the day, John, they got rings.
yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
hold on. Now, see, this is what this is the question I wanted to ask. Who was it that negotiated with Minnesota to send Herschel Walker up there and get all those picks? Was that
That
Jimmy
Jerry Jones?
Johnson.
was
Jimmy Johnson.
Jerry Jones and Jimmy
I
Johnson.
thought it was Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy
And
Cause
Johnson
see,
was the
cause
architect of that deal.
they fired Tex Ram. They fired Tex Ram and Tom Landry. Now Tex Ram was the GM, and they fired him and they fired Tom Landry. All right.
but
Now
at
when
the,
they took go ahead, Ron.
at the end of the day, what we say on Talk Your it is such a born every day. Minnesota just was a sucker that fell in love with Herschel Walker.
Well, see, hey, thing is, when you around that big poker table, when you around that big poker table, look here.
Hey, that
If I ain't got nothing but two deuces, and I bluff you into doggone calling and showing your hand, and you pushing money my way, I got you. You got.
So,
Yeah.
they
All
were
right, look,
like,
But you still got to make those picks though. They
this
on the
this
Cowboys
this
end, they made
hit.
good work with the
this is
picks
what
they
Jimmy
got.
Johnson said. Jimmy Johnson said the Cowboys needed an overhaul, and the only player of value in the trade was Herschel Walker. That was the only player of value that he had to actually sit there and try to turn the franchise around. So that's why they
Mm-hmm.
made the trade.
Which
Right.
the Hawks should do with
Okay.
Trey.
Now the question was,
Exactly.
who did what was that? What was that?
Which
Keith?
the Hawks should do with Trey.
Well, here's the
Exactly.
problem. Who are you
Ah,
trading him to?
see,
Who are you
see,
trading him
now
to?
y'all, now I can
You
go along
trade
with you.
Trey to a team that need a third star.
Yeah.
That's his best fitting
All
spot.
right,
You need
LA
the
doesn't
third
have
star.
the draft capital you want though, because they
I
don't
mean,
even have their next round pick, next year's pick
Hey,
either.
he goes to the
yes, we do.
highest bidder.
We
I
have
don't
our
care
first
about
round
where
pick
he
this
wants
year.
to go. He goes to the highest
Thank
bidder.
you. That's what I'm doing, Keely.
Because
Okay,
here's the
now,
thing. Here's
but who has the capital
Okay,
and the
see,
cause see, that's the thing. That's the bad thing about what the NBA does now. You got to match that salary. You got to
You could
match
go
that
after.
salary.
You could go over to Brooklyn and do a deal.
all right.
There's
man,
some guys you could
Oklahoma
get.
Anything in Brooklyn we want.
The
we
best
want
Yeah.
The
the
picks.
best
draft pick. Hold
the
on.
best deal for y'all would be to go with LA, get players
No.
in return. Yes, I'm telling you, the best deal for Trey is to go with LA and get players in return and get
Who?
our first pick this year. You get Rui Hachimura, probably Jared Vanderbilt. Those both defenders. Hachimura, he's gonna give you about 15 to 18 every night. Vanderbilt is a lockdown wing defender, which I desperately need. And then you go get a Sarr. You go get a Sarr and go pick up like a Haverstein in free agency. Move Sarr to the 4, and let Haverstein man down your at the 5, and then you have a defensive team that can score points. That's how you turn the Hawks around,
And
just
you're
like
not
that.
winning with Trey as the one.
You're not
Like
gonna
we've
win.
seen it.
He can't
We've
be the
seen it
first
in
option. It's the
history.
same thing
Like
with Kyrie.
Well, and I'm
with
not
Kyrie,
saying
yeah,
you need.
exactly.
Yeah,
We've
I'm
seen it.
okay with trading him. By the way, I'm not
We've
saying
seen it.
Okay,
no.
It
okay.
reminds
Now,
me of the Nets team when you get rid of Stephon, bring in a Jason Kidd, and all of a sudden they're in the finals. Like there are plenty of talented point guards, but when you look through the history of the NBA, there are very few small guards that have taken their team to a championship as the number one. I can think of Isaiah and I can think of Steph. That's it in the history where you got
yeah,
someone.
yeah,
That's it.
true.
How
Like
tall is Steph? Isn't he like 6'4", 6'5"?
No,
he,
he's 6'2".
No,
He's
No,
six
he
three.
probably
like
like 6'3".
Listen,
guys,
5'7".
I'm asking for a reason. That's why.
yeah,
That's why I'm like that.
he's listed
Hey,
at 6'3", but he's about
they
like
still
6'2".
lying. Now, the NBA is still lying about
Yeah,
players' heights. They
yeah,
still lying. They
they
supposed to
always
be
do.
measuring jokers with no shoes on and stating their actual height, but these jokers still lying.
But
They still lying.
they measure dudes when their shoes on. They don't care about that shit. That's like, oh, you 8 foot. But we know Ray Charles to see you 5'2", player.
Well,
Ray
and
Charles to see that shit.
wait a minute. Somebody was trying to tell me that Trey Young, okay, I see the Dirty Bird Gang podcast,
Yeah, he's
and
6'3".
welcome in, sir.
yeah,
You know
he's
them,
around
Winston?
What's up?
6'3".
You know them, Winston?
But hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought you might have known them, but hey, like Winston said, welcome to the show. Okay, now see, Red, what you typing stuff in and ain't gonna say it for you?
I did say it. Y'all didn't hear me. I
And
said,
I
Hey,
hope
if
he
I
you
send him
type
to
know
the
it,
what?
maybe I
Lakers,
was
man.
asleep.
Send him to the
This is the
Lakers.
crazy part. This is the crazy part. I thought that was somebody else. Cause I'm
I
about to
hope he
read
end
it.
up in LA too, man. I hope he end up in LA.
Well, see, okay, this is the
Hold
thing.
I
on.
just want to see Red
No.
get. I just want to see Red get frustrated every single night.
Red said he
Red
gonna
don't.
go.
Yeah, but I can say, hey,
But see,
that would be
this is
hilarious.
Okay, now this is the thing. And I got to go back. When you went and got a DeJounte Murray, you didn't need no DeJounte Murray. You did not need 2 point guards here.
Exactly.
Okay?
But you know what?
Now,
DeJounte makes it
needed a
easy to
defensive guard.
trade because when I look at their numbers,
now,
there's not much difference between
that
them.
Keely,
One averaging like 24, the other one averaging like 22. I'll take that plus a better defender. Ship Trey on.
now see this is the
Exactly.
thing. Now see this is the thing.
But not to
Okay,
the Lakers though.
they
Please
were
take it to the
talking
Lakers.
about in the We
Him,
Talk Hawks
JJ, and
group.
Brun.
In the We Talk Hawks group, we
And
were
Bronny.
talking about the fact that
Yeah, LeBron
okay,
Summer too.
no matter who it is that you put on the floor as point guard, whether it be Trey or whether it be Hunter, excuse me, that's another thing. Murray. I didn't call. But wait a minute, something nasty got in my mouth right then.
Yeah, don't ever say Hunter because he ain't no damn good.
Murray and Trey, regardless of who you had on the floor, they were the leading scorers. The scoring was still coming from the point guard position, where it shouldn't. Your point guard is not supposed to be leading your team in scoring. Okay? They're supposed to be a viable option to keep the dogs off the scent. That's all. Your point guard is supposed to be setting everybody else up.
But
then look at Boston. Go ahead, Ron. I'll finish up.
Do we got anybody on this team to create their own shot?
Hell no.
What about JJ?
Hell no.
JJ,
He too small. He too small.
That's the problem. That like you're literally sitting there saying.
I said JJ, not AJ.
No. That's the problem.
JJ
we
is
don't
nice,
got
but
nobody else
there yet.
on this team to create their own basket, their own points.
Well, that's where the picks come in when you trade Trey. You're gonna have to go get one.
Right.
That's where those picks come in. Like you don't need both. You don't. It's clear, and we saw what life looks like without Trey when they were winning with DeJounte.
Right.
It wasn't a drop off. They were still winning. So,
other guys were trying to keep a job.
But guess what, Keely? The record was even between the two of them.
Yeah, there was not over 500 or nothing.
They were both.
You're not losing anything.
That's the
You're
point.
not losing anything.
You're not losing anything, but you're
Oh
only going to be able to.
no, you're not. Hey,
But they ain't going nowhere.
To y'all point, when they play together, they're worse when they play without each other.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I went Keely.
That's how they got in the damn playing together.
All right, time out.
Like you said, the Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings pulled.
All right,
look.
Here's the thing.
Equal output. Do the Herschel Walker trade. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is this: you're not getting Herschel Walker trade for Trey in LA because they have no draft picks. Their draft picks are literally. They've got like a gap of draft picks. You thought we were bad? Theirs is worse. I know that. I got you, brother. Look, I got you. But what I'm saying is, if you want that, we could do that. But here's what I'm going to say. You need to also look at your boy. When I said Brooklyn's got draft assets. I'm also looking at, what was it? Winston said Oklahoma. They got draft assets.
They got like a million.
But here's the crazy part, though. They don't have draft access up until next year. Like next year, you can get a good pick from them. You could even do Utah. There are quite a few areas you could go to. But honestly, when it comes to when you're saying we need a big time, go for it, what's called Herschel Walker deal, you're not finding it right now. But if you can do a 3-way trade and get some assets as well as some players, and you could ship Trey to LA if you really wanted him to. Me personally, I like what y'all said. I'm taking DJ or Trey, and I'm gonna see what's the best bang for my buck. Who's gonna give me the best trade offer? No. All I'm saying, I want to see who I'm going to get the best deal for. If it's
Right.
Trey, I'll trade Trey. If it's DJ, I'm trading DJ. But that's where it has to go. And then here's the thing, though. Whoever sticks here, and this is why I keep saying the damn leadership. Mr. Puppet Man needs to move the hell out of the way and let me get a guy that's going to look at Trey and go, yo, you need to step up. I need to see some defensive hustle somehow, because if not, by draft deadline, you gone.
What?
Well,
And look-
well, okay. Now let me say this. Let me say this, gentlemen. Wasn't Trey the league leader? He was the league leader in one defensive category this year, and I think
it was steals. Yeah, it was, but I mean that
But listen, gentlemen.
Yeah.
What is a man 6'1", 160 pounds? What else is he gonna do?
That's all you need him to do, really.
Well, but that's the thing about it. So, like,
Hold up, because
what's
you
his
gotta
plus
understand
minus
this too.
though?
When you get steals, when they tally up all the steals,
okay,
they count off of what say Murray sit there and deflect the ball, and Trey shoot the gap and go get it. There still goes to Trey, but Murray's the one that did the work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now, I get it. He made
so that's not a pure stat. That's not a pure stat.
Yes,
okay.
It's not a pure stat. Like a pure stat is points, block.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else can be manipulated because, like assists. If I pass you the ball and you make one dribble and then a move to the basket or pull up for the shot,
you don't get the assist. You don't get it.
No, I get the assist as long as it's within one shot. I mean, one dribble and 2 steps.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though you did your work.
Okay.
If you sit there doing footwork and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You just shoot somebody and then you go up with it. I still
you don't get it. Right.
No, I get the assist. I get the assist.
Yo, wait a minute. Now you get the assist.
If I pass you the ball in the paint and you sit there and you dribble a hard dribble and you take a step, hit him with some footwork or dream shake or whatever, I still get an assist. But you do the work.
Okay. I understand.
But even with the steal statistics, though, I mean, at the end of the day, how many points are people scoring on him? Like, if he's scoring 25, but whoever he's guarding is getting 30 a night, like the steals thing is moot at that point.
Irrelevant.
They do their best to hide him, but that plus minus really kind of tells the bigger picture because they try to do their best to hide him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can get as many steals as you want if whoever you guard busting 30 a night.
Right.
Then
okay. Now, Keely, you're right. Now you're right about that. However, we also pointed out that no matter what 5 you put on the floor, offensively or defensively for the Hawks, there are at least 3 holes, inclusive of Trey Young. There are 3 holes, offensively or defensively, because Bogey not doing anything. Bogey ain't doing nothing. Hunter ain't doing nothing when he out there.
Thank you.
Sadiq, we'll make it 4 holes.
Really?
Sadiq Bey ain't doing nothing, and Clint Capella is just like in the locker room before he goes in the game. They put his hands on wrong because he shoot like this.
Man's got thumbs for fingers. That's what the problem is with him.
Go ahead, Ron.
I want to ask y'all: Do Pop make San Antonio play defense?
First thing you do. That's the very first thing you do. If you don't play defense,
you don't play defense, you ain't playing. You know that.
So the answer, you keep Murray and you trade Trey. Why Murray taller than
he's
Trey?
a better on-ball defender.
Again, I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying what you do though is you see who's the better, who's going to give you the most for your deal. Okay,
right.
On that, and then if you do, and because here's the thing, we don't know what, because we're saying, oh, well, it's Trey. maybe the league would rather have Murray because his deal is more friendly, and they would give up some stuff. And then remember, all you're trying to do is figure out what can you get, because again, we've got no draft capital 2025. That's what I keep coming back to.
26,
No,
27.
26 is a swap. 26 is a swap. We keep our pick, but if basically the Spurs get our worst spot if we have a bad pick.
For Murray.
I would
Trey is
still
the
make
guy to
Trey
go do.
available out there too, because I'm tired of
Oh,
sitting
I'm
there trying
making
to figure
everyone
out ways
available.
to hide Trey on defense. I'd rather just
Like
have
make
that
Murray
off the
and
table.
Trey available.
Like
Come on,
even when they
Philly.
had
Sure.
like how Philly tried to handle with Iverson, where they bring in Eric Snow to take every team's two. You know what I'm saying? Like
What?
instead, and then you got to bring in Mutombo to be a rim defender. Like
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to compensate, like it's tough because like it's a constant rotation. Somebody has to always take up for whoever's lacking.
What?
It's a constant
Well,
rotation, and people can take
Keely,
advantage of it.
that kind of exists all over the league to some extent, but you
Yeah,
just can't have three holes. That's my thing. You can't
here's
have
what I'm saying.
three and four holes.
I would say this. I think you can make the Trey situation work if he isn't your number one scoring option.
That's
But
what
That's
I've been
what I
saying.
said.
but
He
if that
got
is
he
the
got to be like a
case,
second or third. He
but
better
if
off in the
that is the
third.
case, he's not worth the defensive liability.
True.
Because
I agree with you 100%. And that's where my front office and ownership have failed this team. That's where they have failed this team.
Well,
And I agree with you, John. That's where they have.
That's where they failed this team.
well,
Because
once
see,
again, John,
I mean, Trey Young himself, 2 or 3 years after he got here, he said, "Man, I need some help." He said, "I need help." Because
he's had help.
Yeah.
Like
Well, hold on. I won't say he's had help because he's got
He's
guys,
not good
but
enough to get him over.
who
the
was it? Wait a
management
minute.
has not
You say he
been,
had help. Who was it, Keely?
all right,
because it
so
wasn't Cam
here's my
Reddish.
question. Here's my question. When we got on that run to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, right?
The luck run, yeah.
All right. Game 7 against Philadelphia, right?
mm-hmm.
How did we win
Herder.
that game? Was it Trey?
Herder.
Thank you.
Herder.
Was it Trey? Like we had a team full of shooters. Gallinari, Herder, Herder
Okay.
he stepped up and had the game of a lifetime.
Right.
Trey went like 2 for 11
Who
from
got rid of
3.
Herder?
Huh?
Who got rid of Herder?
Here's
It was
what I'm
the
saying, though.
ownership.
I get it, but
yeah.
we can't say he didn't have help, because
But
there were
hold on.
plenty of games along that Philadelphia series and along that run. He'll have one good game, disappear. One good
Okay,
game,
but hold on. I want to ask you, because you're asking about the
win.
help thing. But again, what was it? So after the series, it was the 2021, so it's 2022. We traded Herder, and right there, that shows you one of the problems. Because because of cap issues. Because remember, they ended up getting the Holiday Boy, and also hold on, they got the Holiday Boy and the draft pick, and that is the problem. Oh, I'm telling you.
Argument we have with Matt Ryan.
Holiday. See, there you go. It's them young.
The same argument we have with Matt Ryan. He needs so much help. You give him all the help, and then at some point you can't afford all the help he needs to.
But hold on. But the sad part was, it wasn't like this was it was the ownership that made Slank do it, and that's we keep going back to but we're going back to the ownership though. The ownership is the reason why the Hawks haven't been able to be built upon. Because look at Dallas. They built over and over upon their guys. They've traded guys. They've moved guys. They did everything they could and ended up getting Kyrie, who took them to the finals. Now, did they sell?
Dallas does not have an all-star squad, though. They are very soft at a lot of places.
But what I'm saying is,
there's two things that you're missing out on, though. When you talk about Dallas,
start on a lot of teams.
But
Dallas has an owner that's not afraid to go into the luxury tax,
and that's the thing.
Hold on. And for 2, Dallas doesn't have a state tax. so you can pay them cheaper. You can pay Dallas players cheaper because they're keeping all their money.
But what I'm
In
saying,
To my
in
point though, we're
Atlanta,
talking
you have to
about help
pay
and
more.
talent. Just talent and
That's what I'm
help
saying.
alone. You got
And
Kyrie,
when
cool.
when
That's an
when when
older
you when
Kyrie.
you know when you
Lively is
know that
not.
your owner is going to be like that and he's not willing to go into the tap, you have to strike when the metal is hot.
and
You're
again,
not gonna
But
get a
who did
bunch of
they
shots
strike
at
and
it.
get
So
though?
when
That's my point. Who did they strike and get?
they
that's
struck
the point.
again. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like
What I'm saying,
when y'all
Luca
had that
getting there,
team with
but
Herter,
that's not the
y'all was
most
supposed to win
talented
then.
team we're seeing. Like
but
Dallas is not overly talented.
what I'm
Not
saying
at all.
is the owner is that he was the one that ended up saying, "All right, we're going to get better every year." He's always tried to get that team better. And all I'm saying is we don't have an ownership like that. We just heard how freaking Mark Cuban swindled and got Luca from us. Because remember, we picked Luca first.
I
We're
get
the
it,
ones that draft him.
but on the
So
topic of help, I'm saying
yeah, but
I put like this. I think the team that Trey had that went to the Eastern Conference Final has more talent than what Dallas just
it
had.
does. It did.
and it
It
did.
definitely
But the
did.
team that happened, but what ended up happening though is that we ended up losing talent because we ended up not signing, we ended up trading, and that's where we lost that talent. And it
That
wasn't
would happen
because
Yeah.
when
Schlenk, it
when
wasn't
players
because
play well,
uh,
they're going to go get paid.
well,
That's the
not
difference.
just that, but no, they were getting traded. Like Gallinari was part of that deal
That's
to
why
get
they got
Murray.
traded. That's the same reason why Alex Caruso just got traded because he
Yeah, and
played
not only
well,
that,
and Chicago don't want to pay the extension, so they
yeah,
ship him to someone that can stomach paying the extension.
Oklahoma.
Case
But
in point, that's
but
why he got
okay.
traded.
Okay, now to y'all's point,
Sorry, I didn't mean to argue.
And to what C Dub is saying, I got to agree with him because see, your owner, okay, you got rid of Herter. Now, all right, let's talk about Herter. He
Do
had
we
that
got
one
to?
game to get us out of that Philadelphia series, that one shining moment. I thought Herter was about to take off. After that, I thought Herter was about to be the Kayvon that he was trying to claim to be. But 15 points a game, 15 points a game. Trey, that ain't no help for Trey Young. That ain't no help. Then you had Bogey, which we drafting players out of the damn intensive care unit. This man had a knee injury when he came here.
Mm-hmm.
Just got well last year. Last year. Played for his country's team, and you got a glimpse to see what type of bogey that you had. He comes here. He still averaged 15 points a game here. That's not help for a Trey Young.
I think the
Then,
cumulative
then
it is because we had shooters from everywhere that season. It wasn't just Herter hitting. It wasn't just Bogey hitting. It wasn't just
where
Lou
was
Williams hitting. It wasn't just Gallinari
wait, there
hitting.
you go, Keelan. There you go. There you go.
It
There you
was
go.
all of
Your
them.
bench back in 2021, you had a bench and you had 5 serviceable starters. I'll say that because see, Clint Capella, you could get a quarter on his foot right after when we first drafted him. You
What
can't
the
even get a
problem
dollar
was,
folded under his foot now because
they
he
had
can't
the
jump
pick
worth
and
a net.
roll working because it could go both ways. He could either go to
Right.
Capella or he could go to John the Baptist.
Go to
It
John
was a
Collins.
trick bag, so people kept
Yeah.
getting caught up in that pick and roll. And if you didn't
Right.
play up, he was gonna lob it up to one of them. So it was clicking.
You
I can't.
had talent. I agree. I agree 100%.
And
We
then what
Now,
agree on
happened is
that.
at some point
yeah.
you had to make a decision on whether or not you're gonna pay John. And we came
That
to the
was a
consensus
mistake.
it wasn't worth it. We had to make a decision on who was gonna pay Herter. Like you gotta at some point pay all these people, and you don't have no and Trey isn't talented enough to take up the slack. That was the point I was making about Dallas. Whereas he didn't need 5, 7 shooters around him because it was easier for Luka to go get a basket. Like Minnesota was supremely more talented than Dallas, but Luka could go get his basket a lot easier and more efficiently.
Kyrie too.
He
Now,
didn't need a lot of players to
okay.
bail him out. Like
Okay,
there's not a
now.
lot of scores on that team. PJ Washington is not a scorer.
No,
No, I
man,
know
look,
that.
Lively is not a
look,
scorer.
look,
None of them
He
can go
had
look.
get
one
to
Let
no
good
me
series.
basket.
look. And see, that's what beat them in the finals eventually. That's what beat them in the finals
Yeah.
because Dallas did not have the firepower that Boston had at least 6 deep. Boston
No,
had 6 deep firepower and could
Dallas' issue in the
play
finals was
defense too.
they didn't play team ball.
But what thing was, look,
Luka tried to sit there and play
Winston,
hero ball, and that's what clipped him. When he stopped playing hero ball, look what Kyrie was able to do. And it should, to be honest, they should have went back to Boston 2-2. Luka
Yeah.
ended up sitting there
Could have
being
game
immature
3.
and end up fouling out.
What?
But look at when they played team ball and you sitting there putting Kyrie in position. Kyrie went out for what he had 35, 2-1. Luka had 27, like 10 and 6. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
how they got to that point. See what I'm saying? And then Kyrie took it, they brought it home, they won the game in Dallas. Then Luka tried to do it again all by himself in Dawson. And what happened? They got smacked up. You're not gonna be a good team with one player. You can't do it.
Or
A
two.
better team, yeah,
Or
a
two.
better team. It will always be, even if you're more talented. If you have select players that are more talent worthy. If I have a better team, I have a better shot of beating. Point blank period. Because we are cohesive. I don't have to sit there and worry about I'm standing in the corner. I'm standing in the corner. All right, this possession, I ain't touched the ball. All right, let's try it again. All right, this possession, I still ain't touched the ball. All right. Now I'm just sitting there watching you go to work. And then I'm going back down the court, play defense, try to get a stop, come back down the court, and I'm still watching you going to work and I ain't touching the ball. I'm a zone out on the game. Point blank
What?
period, I'm a zone out. Because now I'm a spectator. I
So,
just got into the game for free. That's all it is.
But the only thing with Dallas, and this is what I was noticing, you had inside and outside players for Boston at 6 positions. They could
what?
drive to the basket, they could shoot under the basket, they could shoot the 3. 6 players deep. And I'm not even counting Porzingis yet. All right.
Yeah, that's why y'all need to get
Dallas couldn't even drive to the basket. They were getting blocked at the basket. I don't care who it was. White was blocking folk at the basket. I'm Red. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Red. I know this is Red. I know this hurt, but man, look.
Celtics, man.
Just be strong, Red. We'll be out of this in a second. Just be strong, Red.
That's the whole reason the Hawks need to get Sarr. Because if you want to get where you want to go, you have to go through that on Boston. And
What?
Boston,
Yeah.
remember, Boston basically won a championship without their third best player.
Right.
Like, a lot of people fail to remember that.
Yeah, without Porzingis,
he didn't start game 1. He came out the bench and clipped him for a quick 18.
What?
He played part of game 2 and still clipped him for 13 and got hurt. Like, and then the last 3 games they didn't even play the man, and he still won a championship.
But
Now they're gonna bring back the exact same squad healthy next year. Y'all have to go get a Sarr. Like, there's no getting around it. You have to go get a Sarr. There's no way with Boston. There's no way for you to hide Trae Young on defense because all they can do is they just run switch and go straight at him. You can't hide.
Winston, and they gonna pay Tatum that $300 million too.
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta think about it because Jaylen Brown just signed for 308. So Tatum extension to 315, and they're gonna pay it.
They gonna pay it.
You just brought me a ring. They said up there where they play at the population is 700,000. They had like 2 million people at their parade.
Oh yeah. Man, Boston come out for them championship parade.
You know how much money they made? Man, come on, that's pennies. If you brought me a ring, you ain't even hit your prime yet. You know Jalen to hit your prime yet. That's why the Hawks need to go ahead and get Sarr. Stop playing a game.
They make trades that they to get better. We, on the other hand, we think about keeping Trey. We think about keeping Murray. No, they're trying to get back better. So whoever we need to trade by, deuces.
Look,
I don't care how tall you is. If you're not helping the team, if you cannot get your own jump shot, you don't need to be on the Hawks.
I got the best comparison for y'all. You know what the Hawks is? The Hawks is the Buffalo Bills of the NBA. The Buffalo Bills was in position to draft Patrick Mahomes. You know what they did? They traded his ass to Kansas City.
Right.
And then what? They can't beat him. They can't beat him. The Hawks drafted Luka. Traded his ass for Trey Young. What happened? Luka come back and bust your ass for 70 points.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Like y'all doing the exact same shit.
Oh man, that's
Like,
right. I forgot about that one.
Being decent is good enough. No, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
If you're in position
No,
to
it's
get
not.
top talent, you go get top talent. I don't care. I don't care
That's
how
right.
low my
Yeah,
team is.
man.
If
And
I
that's
can get
hold
better,
on.
I'm going to go get better.
Once
And that's
again,
why our ownership is the reason why we're in this situation.
And
Because
see,
they're the ones
that's the main gist. That's the main gist of the situation. You got an owner that said, okay, all right, number one, you had a man from a championship team, Golden State. Now, whether he did right or wrong, you can blame someone that has some type of has a track record of building a team. I would rather blame him for screwing up than to be blaming some children that don't know how to pick a yellow meat watermelon at the farmer's market.
what?
Wow.
These jokers don't know nothing about basketball. Rustler don't know nothing about basketball.
So,
And
John,
the same in the NBA, just like the NFL. If okay, I make this comparison. I know Winston has heard me say this. New York Giants. New York Giants, Wellington Mara. Richest man, look at here. This joker throw $100 bills where we would throw quarters. All right. You don't see that man no time until they win the championship and they come over there and they interview him. And if he comes down to the state, sometimes he don't even come down to the state. He sends somebody down there. He used to send George Young down there, the president of football operations. He told George Young, I want a Super Bowl in 5 years, or you 5. All right. So Wellington Mara gonna get back on the yacht. He head on out. George Young goes and hires Bill Parcells. Parcells, Super Bowl in 5 years, or you 5. The man on my behind, he want a Super Bowl. All right. Parcells brings him 2 with Phil Simms, who, you know, he was a good quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback. But Jeff Hostetler, that joker couldn't throw up if he had a stomachache. So I mean, you get them, you bring 2 Super Bowls back, but you don't see that owner nowhere because he knew that he didn't know anything about football. Okay, so he didn't interfere. George Young, you run this. It's the same thing with Travis Slank. Same thing with with the Rustlers. Okay, Rustler, you the president of the Atlanta Hawks. You hired a man from a winning program to come here and run the Hawks. But what do you do on day freaking 1? What do you do on day 1? You undercut him. You undermine him. The man went and got you a man, Luka Doncic, that had all of this championship pedigree, just like Winston was saying. You got him. All right. Now you undercut him and trade the man that he picked. You trade the man that he picked. All right. Now, I've been saying ever since that Eastern Conference Finals run, that was one of the biggest mistakes or the biggest flukes, because it's turned out to be a fluke now.
Fool's gold.
This is one of the biggest flukes that ever happened to an NBA franchise. Because see, what it did is made you have to make a decision as to what you were going to do to get back. Because see, really, really and truthfully, and this is my opinion, this is all my opinion. Since you were there, you should have won it all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Since you were there, you should have won it all. But
with the Atlanta Hawks, you got to strike when the
yes, sir.
Well, once
if
again,
cool off,
yeah,
it's our back, and it's it's rough to sit and try to heat it back up.
Do y'all
Yeah, you
remember
can't,
the
man.
talk? John, John,
Unless you built real good,
The,
there's
the
no guarantee.
only
You look at
the
the
only
Falcons from
Atlanta
1998.
franchise, the only Atlanta franchise
How long
that
did it
actually
take?
can heat
How
up
long did
and
it take
stay
for the
hot is the
Falcons to
Breakers.
get back after 1998?
all right, yeah, because it was like
26.
2016, wasn't? Or no, we got there before, but well, no, did
No,
we? I
no,
don't
you only
1998.
remember.
been you
That
only
was
been
it.
twice. It was 98 and 16. That's it.
I'm
98
thinking
and
of the
Oh,
Super
16.
Bowl. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of the
yeah.
Super
My
Bowl.
Yeah.
bad. 18 years. I said
Yeah, yeah.
18 years.
But hold on, John. You remember the talks? How everyone said, "Well, we got this roster, and they're all experienced. They know how to win. It's 2021. They know how to just get in and dance. Just get into the. You notice how everyone had that excuse?
Yeah.
Oh, all we
I
have to do
remember
is
that
just get in there.
mess.
And I'm like, that's the problem. I kept hearing. I'm like, y'all, 2021 is fool's gold, and that's what the Hawks
Yeah.
leadership was banking on was fool's gold. And that should tell you they never tried to get better from there because that's when they started getting worse when they released guys at that point or trade guys and everything.
And just like Keely was saying, all right. And see, the thing was, now, gentlemen, now I'm gonna take you back to 2021. Right after that Eastern Conference Finals run, and we were beating Milwaukee with what it was that we had. And all right. Now, it's either stand pat, bring back what you had and make minor changes, or gut the whole thing. Conventional wisdom would tell you keep what you got and make minor changes.
Right.
Okay, that's what conventional wisdom would tell you. But unbeknownst to us, we were having problems up there in the front office. Cause see, here you got Nick Russell, the owner's son. Him and Trey Young are real good friends. He going up the back steps, talking about Nate McMillan and how Nate McMillan ain't doing this, Nate McMillan ain't doing that, all kind of crazy stuff going on. And you're undermining the team. And it got to the point where 1 year after we had lost to Miami, because Miami figured us out, you stop Trey Young, you stop the Hawks.
Well,
that's what they did. You stop Trey Young, you stop the Hawks. Because see, Kevin Huerter, hey, Keely, your boy Kevin Huerter tried to take the ball out. I would never forget this. I would never forget. He tried to take the ball out and threw the ball away 2 straight times. And it was a nip and tuck game with Miami, but that joker, he put Miami ahead, and Miami took off and left. Because what they were doing, they were clamping Trey Young instead of going straight up the middle of the floor. Trey Young would go to the side this way. So they use the sideline as a defender. And then you got 2 jokers that will go over there and clamp Trey Young down right there. Now, at 6'1", you can't see over nobody. You can't see around nobody.
But
and so they clamp him
6'8",
over
you
there.
would just
Next
turn
thing you
your
know,
shoulder to him.
huh?
I said, but at 6'8", you would turn your shoulder to him, which is why that's the difference.
There
between
you
Luke
go.
and him.
There you go. And see, me, and I'm just gonna tell you about me. Man, look here. I'd have the biggest team in the NBA and one little itty bitty point guard every now and then. I'd have the biggest team in the NBA because, see, I keep telling people the road to the finals coming through the Eastern Conference is way, 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 way harder than it is over there in the Western Conference.
You sure about that, John?
Yeah. Look at all those teams. Well, I'm gonna say this, and I know what you're saying, Ron. Because see, I was looking at all of the records that they had over there in the Western Conference, and shoot, look, if they did a reseeding, man, wouldn't nobody in the Eastern Conference ever get in the final.
If you look at it, it's like what a handful of teams in the East could go to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Miami Heat. You got your Boston, you got your 76ers, you on Milwaukee. Those are the top teams right there. On the other hand, in the West, you got Now put it out there, man. I know you will smile like the Joker. Man, I say this. You got your Lakers, you got your Denver Nuggets, you got
Lakers aren't no, they're not a
Fire.
championship team right
no,
now.
but I'm saying they could be. I'm not saying they will. That's the difference.
Yeah, I got you.
Is that
No. Hey, Ron. To your point, let me read this off. Cause see now you made me pull this up, Ron. I wasn't supposed to be doing no homework today.
No. You got to turn to it, John.
Yeah, you right.
Hey, we're not throwing you under the bus, unlike some people.
Right.
Hey, you know what? Now, see, thing is that I didn't know I was going to have to be doing any math today. I guess mess around with Ron. I'm going to do something. Cause see, look, and to your point, Ron. To your point. Okay, now Boston in the East led the league with a 6-4-18 record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, man. Guess who the second best team was?
Who
in the East?
Who?
The New York Knicks. And guess how many games they won?
55.
How many, John?
50.
Yeah, 50,
It dropped from 64 from the Boston Celtics to 50 wins with the Knicks.
So, like,
but if you go in the Western Conference and look, you had Oklahoma City and Denver tied at 57 and 25, Minnesota at 56 and 26, the Clippers at 51 and 31, Dallas 50 and 32, Phoenix at 49 and 33, the Pelicans at 49 and 33, and let me see, I think we got there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
Five teams,
right,
better than the third place team, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right. So, like I said, in my opinion, it's easier to go to the finals in the East than it is in the West.
And now East as far as record is concerned. Now that's I understand what you're saying. That's far as record is concerned. Right. But I'm talking about the meat grinder that you have to go through in the East as far as being harder. Because see, in the East, man, they don't call no foul as long as you. Hey, look here. As long as you doggone walking. Hold on. As long as you doggone walking.
That's your my boy.
Sure I got that right.
Just
you're not bleeding. Keep walking. Yeah. We got way.
As long as you walking in the doggone East, you can get in the final. Okay, hold on. That's what I'm talking about. But see, the Eastern Conference, man, look at here. When I remember back in the 80s, everything in the Eastern Conference was winning 50, 52 games. And I mean, it was a meat grind over here.
It was a slog.
From Boston all the way down to the Hawks, if you're going to put the Hawks at the bottom.
Hey, real quick.
Conference was hell.
Hey, guys, we got Mr. Vacation Man himself, Mr. Florida, was out on the beach doing commentary. Mr. Larry Dixon, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Larry? How you be?
I gave you a good intro. You can't talk to me. You sound, Larry, you're muted. Muted.
But it's a lot easier.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Larry, all right. Now I got to do that intro again. What's up, Larry?
Thank you, guys.
In my opinion, and Larry, I know Larry been watching basketball for a long time like we all have.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you, Larry, is it easier to go to the finals in the East or the West?
East.
Bingo.
Well, hey, like I said, it is. Well, hold. Let me say this. The Eastern Conference is a meat grinder.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as records go, as far as records go and who you got to go through, depending on the other team's records, yes, the Eastern Conference is easier to get there because see, the thing is, like I said, if you reseeded all teams and just said the best teams are going to go to the playoffs or whatever, if you did that, the West would kill the East because see, just like I read off to you, Boston was 64-18, and it dropped. The second place team was 50-32.
Okay, that's bad. That's bad.
But
you know, and like I said, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that had 50 wins or more over there in the West. So as far as winning the record is, but you know, the way that you get beat up in the Eastern Conference, man, no.
But John,
I said Eastern Conference a meat grind over here.
But
that's my opinion.
But John, you mentioned one thing. We go after those yes dudes. Those yes the Hawks got yes boys on there.
And see, Ron, you right.
No.
Ron,
the management.
Ron, that's the problem. Ron, you right. You right.
That's the problem. We don't got no dogs on this damn team.
And that's why you ain't got no dogs on the team.
Is it the team?
You ain't got no dog in the front office. That's why you ain't got no dogs on the team.
Thank you, man.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Yeah, I mean, look.
Travis Slank should have slapped the bejesus out of wrestler going, no.
Most franchises, and I've said this for years, most franchises reflect the city that they represent.
Right.
And that's just how it goes. Yeah, I mean, ain't no knock on Atlanta, but Atlanta is more like glitz and glamour. And that's what their team did. Like
I want Ryan Cameron back. Can we trade for Ryan Cameron back and get rid of Big Tigger? Can we? I
would love to have Ryan Cameron back.
I mean, for real. Like everything went downhill since Ryan Cameron left.
What?
Y'all ain't noticed that, right?
After that 2021 season. Because that was 2021, right, Larry?
Yep.
That might.
What
2020?
Oh, let me. I got to ask Larry since he just came in. Larry, 2021 playoff season. You know how everyone was talking about how great of a playoff run that was.
Yes.
I have called it the Hawks' fool's gold because everyone still said, "Oh, well, look what we did here. We could just go on a run and look at this." Is the Hawks 2021 series that playoff season? Because you compare it to all the other years afterwards.
Okay.
We haven't extended. Was that just a blip on the radar or fool's gold or what? I mean, because to be honest, I think it's fool's gold.
Well, there's two ways to look at it, C-Dub. Excellent question. There's two ways to look at it. You can look at it as a fluke, fool goal, however you want to call it. Or you can look at it as we made it to a certain spot, but we didn't capitalize and try to improve this roster once we got to a certain spot. You know, we had young players on this team that a lot of, like two of our starting five are gone now, and we just gave them away for nothing. Now, regardless if you like Herter or if you like John Collins or not, after that playoff run, that was their highest trade. That was their highest trade value right there. And most teams who really want to, you know, make a legitimate push on following years, they take what they got, they assess a team, and then go and get more pieces. Look at the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics went to the Eastern Conference Finals like, 4 times out of the last 6 years? Went last year, lost, and did not settle. Got rid of the Defensive Player of the Year in Marcus Smart. Okay. Now, it happened by chance that Drew Holiday, you know, that the Milwaukee Bucks were dumb enough to trade Drew Holiday for Dame Lillard, looking for offensive power, but really didn't realize that Drew defense and his unselfishness was the reason why they won that. Because we know, like, yeah. So really and truthfully, you got to look at it like, and Boston benefited for that. They picked up Drew Holiday, who they didn't need really, but when they got him, It just solidified them. You replaced one defensive player of the year. You got Drew Holiday, who's a great defender on ball. See, the thing is, you can't really duplicate what the Celtics did also, because you got Derek White, who's one of the best perimeter defenders in the entire league. 6'4", but he can guard 1 through 4 when put to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's undersized to guard a 4, but he block a lot of shots for a 2. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you don't just sit on your laurels. Like, you had an opportunity when you won 60 games or 61 games with that team full of bench players, and you did nothing with it to improve it. That entire team, their best value, or you're going to trade and make a real trade to make that team better, was right then, but you didn't make any moves. That was a year after Tony Wrestler bought the team. Guess what? He made to the Eastern Conference Finals by being cheap. What they didn't do, re-signed everybody back. Hey, status quo. What happened? Hawks fell back to the back of the pack because the entire NBA looked and said, well, if the Atlanta Hawks get there, we need to have more talent than this team. Exact same thing happened in 2021. Everybody looked at the Hawks and it was like, there was no way we're going to have less talent than Atlanta Hawks. And the Atlanta Hawks said, you know what? Well, all we're going to do is just re-sign everybody and stay pat instead of taking those assets. I know for a fact that at that time, Donovan Mitchell was unhappy. And Utah was hot to trot for DeAndre Hunter. We literally could have got Spider Mitchell for John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, and a pick.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would have done that in a heartbeat. All right, I gotta ask, Larry, because I gotta ask you because you are our guy. So when it comes to the Hawks, I know you've heard the rumors about Sarr and all that, but Larry, you are my GM. You get to pick for the Atlanta Hawks. What are you picking? And then the next question off that is, who are you? If you had to shop, or are you shopping both DJ or Trey, or are you getting rid of one? And obviously, which one?
Are you forcing me to draft a pick? Do I have to make a call on the pick, or can I trade the pick?
You know what? Normally, I'd say you got to make a pick, but I'll tell you what.
If I got to make the pick, then I'm picking Donovan Klinger.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that then. Because I was going to say, look, if you want to trade the pick, please tell us, because that's the other thing I've been asking.
No, I don't want to draft anybody who doesn't want to be here. I don't want to draft somebody and hope someone wants to trade up to get him. Because to be honest, man, if Sarr won't even take a workout here, he doesn't want to be here. Who knows if he's going to?
Luka did the same thing though. Luka did the same thing with the Hawks.
And we drafted him.
Luka didn't do the same.
Luka worked out for the Hawks the day of the draft. The morning of the draft, and then he got in the draft.
And we drafted him. We was going to take him. The owner stepped in and got the deal done because he wanted Trae Young for the culture.
Not for,
and how did that work?
For basketball.
And how did that work out for us?
What did I just say?
Ron, you didn't know this, Ron?
Teams reflect the city that they represent.
Ron, you look surprised. You ain't know that, Ron? Yeah.
Right.
Wait a minute, Ron. Yeah. He did say that. I didn't say it, but he did say that.
I remember that myself. I remember that being a thing.
You know what? That was the selling point. That was the Mark Cuban selling point.
It was.
Travis Slink wanted Luka Doncic. It was a safe pick. He was the best player in the draft. And things happen, and they say Tony Wrestler wanted Trae Young, so he forced it through.
Okay.
Well, hey, Larry. Mark Cuban said it out of his own mouth.
Well, yeah, Mark Cuban got on the phone with Tony Wrestler. They the one that consummated the deal, basically.
Behind the back of the general manager.
And that's why Travis Slink left, basically.
I got a question.
Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, Ron. I'm gonna let you go right. I'm gonna let you go right after.
He stopped it.
Hey, Larry. John Fricky tried to tell me that wasn't why he left.
Well, John Fricky is a part of the station, so of course he can't. What can he say? I'm sure if he wasn't a part of that station, he would agree with you. John
Now,
Fricky.
and see, the thing was, Larry, I was talking, and see, I was talking, and he cut me off, trying to tell me that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I said, wait a minute. You had news stories, not just from me, because I got what I heard from other news stories and other sources talking about what happened during that time. But he, it wasn't a thing where he was talking and I was arguing with him. I was talking and he was trying to tell me, well, John, you don't know what you're talking about. I talked to him. And then I broke it down. I said, well, what did he say? Well, that's between me and him. That's between me. I said, wait a minute. You the one name dropped. You're talking about you talk to him and you know what's going on. No, boss, you got other people saying something different. So that's why I went on against him on that. Oh, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
My question to you, Larry. Do we know Sarr came out and saying he don't want to be here?
His agent said. I mean, Sarr.
No. That was his agent, Ron. That was his agent.
His agent came out and said, but his agent was the same agent of Luka Doncic.
Right.
I mean, and Travis Slink is over there in Washington. So I mean, the poison has already been put in for Sarr.
Oh yeah. Hey, Larry, you absolutely right. Absolutely right. Because see, that agent for Luka Doncic, didn't he say, or somebody intimated that agent had gotten burned because of that?
Something to that.
And you remember that? You remember that? Yeah. Go, Ron. I am so sorry, Ron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all good, John. My second question to you, Larry. Do you vote for the agent or the agent vote for you?
Oh, you talking about as a player?
Yeah, as a player.
The agent works for the player. So
okay. So my whole thing is we got the #1 draft pick. I still would draft Sarr.
Really? Okay.
I don't care about what the agent said, like Winston saying early.
Yeah, go get your food for mama.
Like early. We got his pick in our hands. We still to get the man. If we try and go down that way.
Now, Ron, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You know how Coach Quinn is, right? With young guys, right?
Yes.
Now imagine if a player that did not want to come here is on his roster. Where is he going to be? Is he going to be playing? Or is he going to be in College Park?
He's going to be in College
Park. Exactly. So why would you draft him? You see what I'm saying? Don't draft him just to be spiteful.
Right.
Because we need that player to actually play here and be productive.
Right.
If we were in a position like this was a luxury pick and we lucked up and got the first pick in the draft, then draft him.
Right.
And force his hand, but we don't. We need that player to actually be productive this year.
Right.
We can't play around the Ranger game with somebody who don't want to be here.
Right. That's when our GM sit down with the head coach. Look, we got the #1 pick. You need to play this man.
No.
Why not?
Why didn't Kobe Buffkin play? Did we need Kobe Buffkin to play some defense this season? And he didn't play?
You're right.
You think the GM couldn't tell him, hey, play Kobe Buffkin a little bit? Did he? No. Landry ain't got no power, man.
So once again, what he doing here if he don't got no power?
He's
wrong. Doing the book.
Because the Hawks are dummies.
Yeah,
doing the book. That's why
that's the thing.
He hired somebody to do the books from Golden State, and he was a part of the Spurs front office also. So that gives me some type of hope that they're actually gonna spend some money. But again, until I see it, I won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, shout out to the Braves beating the Yankees 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, who played for the Yankees?
You ain't gonna get away with that.
Who played for the Yankees today, man?
Yeah. Oh no, everybody except for Stanton was there. Everybody was there.
Oh, everybody was there. Was Judge in the outfield or he was just hitting?
Judge was DHing.
Come on now. Come
He
on
still was
now.
playing.
Hey, Wilson, Wilson.
And we still ain't got Cole back.
Listen,
We still ain't
Wilson.
got Cole back. Come on, man. Come
Hey,
on.
yeah,
Wilson.
right there.
At best, y'all would have
Hey,
been.
hold up.
It would have
Hey,
been 2-1
Winston.
our way. Come on now.
Hey,
It's all still
Winston.
y'all game.
Hey,
Winston was
Winston.
talking big trash yesterday on the stream too.
Yeah,
Like
right.
y'all
I
about to
told you
get,
we were
y'all about to
finna
get it bad tomorrow too.
because we had everybody playing. We had majority of our players playing. I
Man,
told you what was
look,
finna happen.
Stanton only played 2 innings and then he got hurt. Like, don't act like Stanton was there the whole game.
Yeah, but when
Hey,
Stanton was in the
Winston.
lineup, come on now.
Yes.
All right.
If they
Who
disappeared when we was
what's
winning.
name? Acuna? Ain't Acuna out?
He been
he out.
All
He
right.
been
So,
out.
hold on. So don't your lineup look different? Don't they pitch at your lineup different?
Man,
Come
Ronald
on now.
Acuna
Come
Jr.
on.
been out
Stop
so
it.
long. Now Winston trying to make excuses.
Stop
Man.
it, young man. Stop it, young man.
Hold up. We would have pitched out different if Ronald would have played. Ronald ain't been playing for months. What are you talking about?
It don't matter. People pitch y'all different. Hey, look, it's all right. Matter of fact,
Hey,
I'm
Winston.
gonna find out exactly when we play y'all again.
Oh, we don't play them again. That was the only series we played them this year, guys.
Oh, that's all right. That's cool.
You got beat 2-1.
Yes, you got to wear that L for the entire season.
It's all right. I'll take this L
Y'all still
right
the,
now.
y'all still the
We'll
best
see.
team in baseball.
Yeah,
Y'all
I know
still the
that.
best team in baseball.
I know that. I
Hopefully we'll
am.
meet
That's why
y'all
I'm
in the
not
World
worried about
Series.
it.
Hopefully we'll meet y'all in the World Series. But we so hurt, man.
Look
at that. We lost.
Y'all don't want to
We
see
don't
that.
have Spencer Strider,
Yeah.
our pitcher. Money Mike ain't here.
Your boy Red said he don't want to be a playoff, so he want to make it as a wild card team.
Well, that's when we won. We won the championship.
Woo.
Red is correct.
Red, that's kind of risky, Red. That's kind
Red
of
is
risky.
correct. I agree with Red. In 2021, we was a wild card team, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We had to fight our way through, and we was hot, and we caught fire and kept on fire. And guess what? We started slow like this too. We started slow like this too, guys. Remember, we were 10 games behind the Mets, and we dog walked them down. So don't forget.
Well, now, Larry.
I hope y'all catch on fire. That's all I can say.
Now, Larry,
we gonna beat that.
Larry.
We just
hey, Larry. Now,
we gonna beat that. Y'all make it
the
up.
Braves made some key acquisitions right before that time, and thing is, pitching.
Who?
What year y'all won it? What was that? 2020?
21. We got what's the we got Will Smith.
We got 4 outfielders.
Will Smith. The outfielders is the move that we did. Like we brought up Tyler Matson, who was working at Walmart or something. The moves that we made, John,
Doc Peterson,
we made this year. The Brian
it was Eddie Rosario.
Moves, they just hit.
And
you
we
know what I'm
bought
saying?
back
Eddie Rosario, it hit. Jorge Soler was struggling in Kansas City, but was a huge talent. But then that's kind of like Jared Kelnick this season. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got drafted high, real high talent, but was struggling at the team they was on. Pick him up, hopefully he works out, and then boom, magic. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jared Kelnick leading off right now. He hitting 270 now. Done hit 2 home runs in this series. It's just like, okay,
he's been hitting over 300 since he's been in the leadoff spot, Larry. He's been hitting over 300.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been.
I need to ask a question, Larry. I need to ask a question, and this is a baseball philosophy question because I'm just going to ask you.
So we're about to talk about snot.
Bring it, John. Me and Larry, we ready
to talk about snot.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. This is a gate.
Snot.
You talking about Snicker? I thought you were talking about real snot. I thought you were talking about Gaylord Perry.
I thought
you were gonna start talking about Gaylord Perry. But
you ain't been to our baseball one.
Y'all brought in Richard Rodriguez for the trade deadline before y'all went to the World Series.
Well, he wasn't on the playoff roster though, so that didn't.
Yeah, what? Y'all brought in Rodriguez. Y'all brought in Duvall, Rosario, and Soler.
I said he wasn't on the playoff roster. He didn't pitch for the playoff.
Soler and Eddie Rosario. Those are the ones that stuck. The other guy didn't stick. But again, those are minor moves.
I not even bought him in.
that pulled out big dividends. You see what I'm saying? That was lightning in a bottle with those guys. Ronald Acuna Jr. got hurt that season. Okay, we were down to the Mets.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
brought
right.
him
That he
back.
had tore that first ACL
Exactly.
that season.
And he
Yeah.
was, the MVP season he was having, he was actually doing better that season. I think he had like 16 home runs before he got out.
Yeah,
He was
last
No, I
year.
think
His
he had
season last year,
24.
man.
He had
huh?
24
Yeah,
because he
he
got
had
hurt
like
at the
some
All Star break.
crazy. It was something crazy. Like Ronald was going crazy that year. Like
He had
we would have saw
24.
last year's. I think he would have had a better season that year when he first toured in 21 than last year. You know what I'm saying? Because it took him a year to get back rounded to shape to where he
That's what I'm
was.
saying. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna be
So
2026 before we
Ronald,
see Run again.
but when Ronald come back, I'm forbidding him to ever play in winter ball. Like he's not playing. I'm sorry, you're not playing in the winter ball
Hey,
anymore. Especially if
Well,
you expect to get any extension like what you was talking about prior to, because you saw Shohei get his money, bro. You know
yeah,
what,
you got
guys?
you
I'm
got to
gonna
take
be
some
honest, and
time
it's
off,
kind of messed
man.
up. It's kind of messed up. But I'm gonna be honest that as a Braves fan, while it sucks that he's hurt, that's probably the best thing that happened because I don't think Ronald would have finished out his career as a Brave because I think after this year, like if he would have came back, rounded back into shape like he always do and hit around close to 300, about 25 home runs, 50 stolen bases on the season, he would have been standing there saying, I want 35, 40 million per year. And the Braves ain't going to do that. Okay.
Mm.
And,
yeah, cause
and it would have
yeah,
got to the point, in my
we
opinion.
underpaying him now. We were
Yeah.
underpaying him for that contract that he signed.
Well, yeah, that contract was ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah,
his
we were
agent,
really
he had the dumbest
underpaying him.
agent.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had the dumbest agent. No. Ozzy Albies has a dumbest agent in sports.
Right. Ozzy got
But
the dumbest age.
yeah, like Ozzy Albies' whole contract for 8 years was worth 37 million. But the thing is, you can't tell a person that grew up dirt poor in Venezuela to turn down $37 million,
That's true because
regardless.
I take that.
You
I
see what
take that
I'm saying?
right now.
Exactly. Like you can't tell a person that's young, got 1 year in major league, and they stick a contract in front of you and say, here's 37 million, or here's 95 million for you, Ronald. Here you go. And you outplay that contract the same year you signed it. Like Ozzy Albies has a gold glove. A gold glover in Major League Baseball makes between 21 to 25 million just because of his glove. Just because of his glove. There's no one I think makes over
Man,
23 million on this roster.
Ozzy might finish his career maybe top 3 in home run because I looked it up, Larry. I mean, when all said and done, Ozzy might finish his career number one, probably one of the top 2 or 3 second baseman all time offensively. I'm looking at his home runs. He
Yeah, like
might
him
be.
and Altuve, like he's right behind Altuve. Altuve is going to be number one. And then Ozzy Albies, if he keeps going, I wish Ozzy Albies would drop a bunt, but we got him so locked in on the power, you know what I'm saying, Allie, that he could utilize that speed like him and Ronald. That's the only weakness I've seen in their offensive game. They would
He might
utilize
make
it.
the hall. He might make the Hall of Fame. Ozzy.
Oh, yeah, Ozzy
I'm just
Albies, I
looking at.
think he's a Hall of Famer. And he's going to
Yeah,
be, I
I'm
mean,
looking at his
look,
stats.
if Ozzy Albies came in and said, look, guys, I need at least 25, 30 million, and they don't pay him, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. Like, guys, as a Braves fan, I'll say, hey, I'm thankful that Alex Anthopoulos, you know what I'm saying, got these guys to believe in the Braves way. But in actuality, Max Fried is never coming back. Marcell Ozuna is never coming back. They're not. You better win the championship here this year. Because A, Smith-Shawver, Waldrop, or Swellenbach, one of these guys, 2 of those guys got to pan out to be starters. One of them need to be a frontline starter because we're losing Max Fried and we're losing Charlie Mortensen next season. We're losing Big Bear. We're
Waldrop needs
losing
to go
Big
back
Bear.
down
He's
to
gone.
mine.
Huh?
Waldrop need to go back down. He needs some more work.
Yeah, but I think that's what they're
Might might do a little
Yeah,
something. He had a better out last game, but I
yeah,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Waltrip, 7 earned runs first game, 6 the second game. Nah, dude, you got to go back to Gwinnett. And I don't want to ruin this kid's confidence, so let him go back to Gwinnett.
Exactly. That's what I'm worried about. Now, Ian
I
Anderson
mean,
supposed to come back
Alex
in.
need to trade for that fifth starter. See, that's the thing. When
It's not
when
going to happen.
Freed,
Not this year.
Freed,
Once
he
Freed
not gonna
leaves,
make no trade.
once Freed leave, then whatever money whatever money we allocated to him, that's what we're going to use to try to get another starter. But as of right now, that money's all
So
used
you
up.
think
We only
he gonna
spend what
stand
we can
pat?
make, huh? Yeah, we're
You think
staying
he gonna
pat.
stand pat with the pitchers we got?
Yeah, I mean, all right. I'm gonna ask you this, Red. Last year was the best offensive team in Braves history, right? Correct.
Right, right.
One of the best offensive teams, if not the best offensive team in all of Major League Baseball history, actually. And we did not go get a pitcher to solidify that team. We did. If you're
Yeah,
going to
I
go
thought that was
get
a
a
mistake.
pitcher, it should have been last year to try to maximize what we were seeing a
Yeah,
historic run last year. So
I'm with you.
since we didn't do that, in my opinion, there's no opportunity for this team to go out and make a significant move. We may go around and get another Eddie Rosario, a Julio Soler, a Jacques Peterson, guys that other teams gave up on. But you get in, that's a Jared Kelnick move. You know what I'm saying? A Chris Sale move. You see how that worked. It's that same thing, man. Imagine if we didn't get Chris Sale. Imagine the Boston Red Sox paying us $17 million to take Chris Sale off their hands, and he is a Cy Young candidate. The leading Cy Young candidate in the National League is Chris Sale. And the Red Sox paid us $17 million to get off his hands. And we got him for 3 more years. So, yeah, he's going to replace Charlie Morrison as the uncle on the staff. But we still need 2 more frontline guys. And one of these guys got to pan out. I know what you look, man. We just drafted Waldrop. He didn't even make it up to AAA. He was single A and double A. And then they rushed him up because Elder got filled out, man. Figured out.
I'm glad because I didn't want to see him no more.
Elder made it to the All-Star game after a magnificent first half of the season. And once that book was out on him, they just started hitting it. And he ain't been the same since. So Bryce Elder
They don't
is
have
not
no fastball. You're not gonna survive out there without no fastball.
yeah. If your fastball is 89, 90 mile per hour, you're not gonna make it. Just like the kid Vines. I like him, but if you ain't got at least a 95 mile per hour fastball to throw across, not in today's major leagues.
Now that y'all segued into the question I wanted to ask you, Larry. Red, you got something else? Red, you got anything else on that?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm
What I want to ask ask you, Larry.
Yeah.
Pitchers, the DH is all over the league now, both in the National League and American League, right?
Yes.
Did those American League pitchers have an advantage over National League pitchers because of the fact that they didn't have to bat?
Oh, 100%. And they don't have to face the consequences of pitching somebody up underneath the chin, too. You see what I'm saying? They never had to face the music. Now in the National League, you up ninth. I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? Now your best player get beamed. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the pitcher ball coming at the pitcher. You know what I'm saying? And so it's different. Also using double switches and stuff like that. Managers really ain't got to manage that. That's why I can't stand Snit. He just sit there clicking boogers. That's why his name's Snot. Picking boogers.
God.
And Larry,
that pose he had yesterday, Larry, not today's game, but yesterday when we were getting beat, they just kept showing the camera. It's a national TV game on Fox. Just kept showing Snit like this. And I'm like, yeah, see, that's the perfect pose of a manager don't have no answer, don't know what to do.
You saw Aaron Boone get thrown out because he thought it was a bad call. It came out and, argued that like Bobby Cox would. This dude sit there like a bump on the log. Don't ever, it's going to be all right. We'll get him next time. Oh, Snit. But hey, man,
remind me of the Hawks.
Look,
remind me of the Hawks.
I won't bring up the Hawks right now. Snit. Well, we got the draft coming up. We're going to do a draft show. But then after I pick, we gonna cover the other picks, but I'm just gonna have people coming on and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people got their opinions about it, and you know what? If Sarr don't want to be here, I don't want to. I don't want to get it personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna force nobody to be here. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like Matt Stafford when Matt Stafford's wife cheated on him, and then he went out and married her because he. Oh, you didn't know about that, John?
Yeah, she just
Matt
yeah.
Yeah,
Stafford, when
That
he
shit
was
was
at
you
Georgia,
terrible.
admitted it on
he
the radio.
was the backup quarterback at UGA. I can't remember right now. She cheated
Yeah.
with the backup quarterback
Yeah. And
when
she
they
said
was
it.
dating.
She did a radio interview.
She told it on the podcast, John. She told
That
her business on the podcast.
she
Said,
she
you
said
know how
that
I
he
got my
Well, go
man?
ahead.
I slept
That's,
with it
that's some
with his
best man
tailgate.
type shit right there.
Parked the car right in front of the dorm so he'll know he was there. She
Huh.
leave out disheveled. He coming up talking about he's not good for you. Blah blah blah. Well, you won't, I thought we were just, kicking or whatever. And then he put a ring on it.
yeah, said she kept a backup boyfriend because uh he didn't want me. Stafford didn't want me. So I would
She
go
had
over
a
to see
side piece.
the backup quarterback that was her backup boyfriend, and she would park the car out front, said that he'd be coming in, and that way he'd see the car and stuff, whoop, whoop, blah blah blah. She said that's how I got around.
Yeah,
You
boy.
know, so many people have dodged that
That,
white outline on the
that's
ground.
a bad situation. She knew who
Right.
she was messing with because she had the wrong one. That could have ended real bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah,
lot of situations that happen like that.
You
So
gotta think about it.
because see, and let me
They
tell
got
you
four
something.
kids together. Four kids
And
together. And been together
yeah,
since while he
so
before
now
he got to the league.
they can talk about it. See, because she got him jacked up.
well, the
Yeah.
problem is really the main problem is, if he want to forgive her, that's his business.
That's why you don't
My
marry
thing
to
is
after
this.
you finish playing sports.
Look. If he want to forgive her for that, that's his business.
I've been saying
My
it
thing
forever, Jay.
is, you just brought your kids into your
I spend
situation
my
by
money.
putting that out
All
there.
my money coming to me.
Cause see,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, 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 yeah.
look,
Yeah,
that
I'm just
Larry,
no, I'm just saying, like, you put your kids. It's just
That
like
secret should have gone to the grave
The
with her.
grave.
oh, I
To
agree
the
with you,
grave.
John. But I'm just saying.
Because
But
I
what
mean,
I'm
like
saying
he
is,
knew. Stafford knew. But you don't put
Stafford,
that out to the world to know.
yeah,
Oh,
Like
she
I'm
knows.
sorry.
you right, Wilson. You right. You
Yeah,
Stafford
right.
you
knew.
don't put that in
Stafford
the
knew.
world.
Back,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't put that out in the world. 'Cause
and now
first,
your
I
kids
mean,
gonna
like
now
you,
your
you
kids
exactly.
know,
got to answer questions like,
like
really?
we
You got to think
supposed
about
to,
it.
say, oh, that was good,
This is
girl.
this is this is
Some of these
summertime
ladies
in
talk
the age
too damn
of
much,
technology.
man.
It's the
And
summertime
I
in
tell
the
you
age
what,
of technology.
it's that
And
damn
your
show, The
mom
Beat.
is going on a
They
podcast.
need to
If
kill
your
that
mom
show
going
right
on
there.
a podcast, 9 times out of 10, you sitting there telling your friend, "Hey, my mom's going to go do this show. She's doing this, da da da." You're excited for your mama. Then your mama sit there and hop on the jump and talk and tell the world, "Hey, I was a whole fat back in college,
Yeah,
and that's how I got your daddy." And you know how
Uh,
uncomfortable that is to come back home after that.
yeah,
man, look here. Hey, Winston, y'all better keep an eye on Channel 2 News at 4
Yeah, I'm
a.m.
gonna keep. I'm
no,
trying to tell
Stafford
you.
stayed. I think they stayed in LA, but even still, man, it's just some things not to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Things ain't supposed to be said.
Lots of
Let them
things not to
talk
be
about
said,
it. Let it be
especially
a
about these
rumor.
damn relationships.
No,
I
ain't
don't know
nobody
why
knew
folks don't
about that. That's the
understand
thing.
that.
Ain't
It's a
nobody knew
private
about it except for
relationship.
Stafford, her, and the side piece dude.
Yeah, whoever the backup quarterback was.
Cause
Cause
I
see,
ain't never heard about
hey.
that, and they was at UGA. I ain't never heard about that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Larry, when you start talking about that, man, I had to dust my doggone chin off because my mouth was on the floor.
That's what I'm saying.
But then, like you think about it, like training camp is about to start up. That man got to go back in front of his teammate,
Yeah.
and you know what that locker room gonna be like.
Oh yeah. You know somebody gonna say
Like
about you.
man, Stafford say anything out of hand. Like man, that's why your girl's hitting da 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 da. You better act right.
Hey, Winston.
Come
Winston,
on, man.
Winston, wait until they play the Bears, the Lions, the Bears, Green Bay, and who else? In Chicago.
Right. Like,
Man,
no, because he
Wrong
over in other
division,
joint.
John.
He over
Capital
with the
LA.
Rams.
You're gonna be with the West team.
It'd be 49 the Seahawks and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He not with Detroit no more, John.
Yeah, he
oh,
ain't
that's
with
right. I'm sorry. No, man, y'all got me so messed up. I done put him back on the doggone line.
Nah, man. He won some shit with the
I'm
Rams.
just saying.
He
I'm
don't
sorry.
retire
I'm
now.
sorry. You right. You right. I had put the man back on the line.
But
Y'all done messed me up with that one.
shame,
They got
like,
a 14 in that division.
Cause see, hey,
that's just a shame.
I never will forget. I never will forget this line in Major League where the pitcher comes up to bat and said, "How's your wife and my kids?" Talking to the catcher.
Bruh. That's what I'm
You know,
saying. Like,
just,
man,
you know,
like
just talking some junk.
if she was gonna say something like that, you wait decades from now. When he done retired, everything else is going on, whatever.
You don't
Y'all
even
about
say
to
it.
y'all about to
Just
take
like
that
John said,
last
you keep
nap.
that to
Silent.
your grave.
You don't say
Exactly.
nothing.
You don't
Keep your
say
mouth
nothing like
shut,
that.
woman.
Yeah, you don't say
Like
that.
for you to
Don't
sit there,
see these women
like,
running their
why that
damn
man
mouth.
still playing? No, man. No, I'm sorry. Like, and then
And wait a
Like
minute,
I
wait a
said,
minute.
John, that's why you don't get married while you still playing. Wait till
Yeah,
after your playing career. I would just consider it, but married while I'm still playing,
cause see, hey, wait a minute. You remember that mess with Carmelo Anthony and
and Lala,
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Lala answer.
man. You know, and so hey,
man.
what was
The
it?
NBA got so many stories. Like I remember Roy Hibbert and Paul George. I remember a
Yeah,
lot of these crazy stories. That's what I'm saying.
LeBron
All these young
James.
boys, they just
Delonte
passing
West.
women around like doorknobs, and
The
these
only one
dummies
was really public
marrying them
with Kobe,
and
though.
whatever. Look, don't get married to after your playing career. Make sure all your playing money is your own and hire a damn good
Cause
lawyer.
see,
That's what all I'm
hey,
saying.
Winston.
That ain't that. No, Red. Look,
Hey,
look.
Winston.
It just depends
Winston.
on if you can be a
When the
faithful person.
NBA, when the
Being
All-Star
faithful person,
game
you gotta
came
worry about all
here,
that.
woo, when the All-Star, hey Larry, when the All-Star game came here,
He come back.
man, I thought, look here, I thought we were going to send some of these jokers to the Dr. Kill patient.
I thought that was a Kobe year, wasn't it?
2003.
Yeah.
No. See, we had the All-Star game here before. I ain't talking about this last.
Oh, okay. You talking about back in the okay. I got you.
No,
Yeah.
you talking
Yeah,
about
back in the day.
2003.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh,
Because see, the thing is, you know, they found out that our strippers are completely naked. Everywhere else, they got, you know, they might have something in certain places and stuff, but our
Why you think
strippers,
players don't come here, man? Players don't come here because look, man, like Zion. Zion wouldn't survive here. Okay.
no, man, look at here. They have to chain him up in somebody's backyard.
Like
They have
somebody
to
else,
chain his
they
ass
would have
He'll
to get
end
him
up chained
allowance.
up.
Like Zion would have to get an allowance. You know what I'm
He
saying?
would have to have a babysitter.
Yeah, he
That
would.
point blank period. He would have to have a babysitter.
For
Anytime
real.
he outside of the NBA, the training facility, he would have to have somebody along with
Yeah,
him.
handler, basically a handler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a handler, because he can't think for himself.
No, he
Cause
He'll
can't.
be
well,
like,
hey, and his girlfriend, he had to have a handler to keep that girl away from him. Because see,
Oh
thing
yeah.
is,
But she
man,
lives here,
look,
don't she?
he get up
She
here,
lives here, so
man,
I
look,
think she do.
yeah, so yeah. Yeah,
cause
when
see,
you
man, look
flying
here,
people out and you flying multiple girls out, but you over there
man,
ain't
look,
even playing, that's crazy. So I'm glad that he, at the very least, him, having that drama with that chick actually, straightened him out to the point that he wanted to play, basketball this year.
That
So
boy end up losing that weight.
well, I mean, he lost some weight, then he gained it back. But
hey, y'all heard what Charles Barkley, when Zion was hurt and he was trying to work his way back, Charles Barkley said, well, it looked like me and Shaq had a baby.
That what he looked like. He looked like a tank, a 6'5"
yeah,
tank.
man. Like
I mean,
is Zion just took off 30 pounds?
If you gonna stop,
That would end all his back, his knee problems, everything.
yeah,
How
yeah.
athletic he would still be as strong as he is. You know what I'm saying? Because like if he slipped that weight down, and it's not about taking off muscle mass because he'll be, more cut up if he lost about
Hmm
25 to 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
see,
he'd be
yeah,
a solid rock instead of being 300. He'll be
hmm
275, cut up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
You be like a short LeBron.
Yeah, yeah, he'd be bigger than LeBron. You know what I'm
Yeah,
yeah.
saying?
he'd be a short
Look,
LeBron because
look, man.
LeBron like 265, 270.
Yeah, yes.
It fluctuate.
Yeah, you could move that man. If somebody, just like Charles Barkley said, and something else Charles Barkley said when he went to Philadelphia, Moses Malone jumped all in his behind about how big he was and how out of shape he was. See,
Hmm
somebody need to get that boy.
That's a Hall of Famer, though, John.
Yeah,
A Hall of
no,
Famer.
no, it's not. My point was not the person talking about it,
Oh,
but then
okay, I got
again,
you. I got you.
it is. Then
It
again, it
is. It
is.
got to be the person.
Yes, you're
You got
right.
to be the
You're right.
person. 'Cause
Then again,
look
it
at Trey
is.
Young. He don't listen to nobody.
Yeah.
Man, and
Every,
see,
That's his
you
everybody
problem
can't
right
absolutely
there.
deliver.
right.
That's why he
Larry,
Everybody
you
can't deliver the same
absolutely
message.
right. You absolutely right. And
that's Clay
see,
problem right there.
you know,
Ever since
uh,
2021, John, he ain't listened to nobody.
no. And see, this is the thing. And this is
That's
something
why
that I
you
know
were right
Larry
when you
has
said
heard me
it was
say
a
on
curse.
We Talk
Remember when you
Hawks.
said it was a curse that we made it early? That's why.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons it was a curse. We made it early because
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
got the big head.
Well, see, you know what? It even go even further back than that. Josh Smith
Yeah,
and Mike Woodson.
yeah.
See, man, look.
Them guys.
Do you remember when LeBron went down there to Miami, him, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and he wanted to get Spoelstra fired? Went up to Pat
I remember.
Riley, gonna
Pat
try to
Riley
talk to Pat Riley. Pat Riley, get out of my
in
office.
my office. Yeah,
Get out of my office. Yeah, and see the thing is that these and I always on We Talk Hawks, that's something that I always say. These coaches today. Now I couldn't stand Mike Fratello. I couldn't stand Mike Fratello. But
okay.
the thing about Mike Fratello, he ran the Hawks as like an iron dictator. Okay. This fool would coach fast breaks. He would coach fast breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, these young Hawks, they made a big mistake, Larry, in hiring this assistant from Philadelphia. What's his name? I can't even think his name. Lloyd Pierce. They made a big mistake in doing that.
Yeah.
They should have hired a taskmaster, kind of like like my boy up there in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Because
Thibodeau. Yeah. Because
Tom
you
Thibodeau.
playing a system. You develop a system that everybody has to play instead of just basically hire Lloyd Pierce to lose. That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's why Coach Bud left. Coach Bud was like, I'm not ruined. Only thing I got on my name is my record. I came from the Spurs organization. I was taught by Pop. I'm not just going to tank just to tank. If we're bad, we're trying to get better, fine. But if you want to just tank the roster so we could try to draft one of these generational talents, that's not going to happen. So give me a chance to shot myself out there. And he went to Milwaukee Bucks and won a championship.
Won a championship.
Yeah.
Won a championship. And then they fired that man for no doggone reason. And see, I wouldn't be surprised if Milwaukee doesn't go back.
Even with Doc Rivers. They're not going back.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised they don't go back.
I would hate to say anything.
Yeah.
I would hate to say
Milwaukee would have to replace Chris Middleton before they go back.
I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Replace who? What was that, Winston?
Chris Miller. We got to replace Chris Miller before they go back.
You might have fluked our way to a championship. If Trey Young don't step on that referee's ankle,
see, me and Winston were saying the same thing. When you get an opportunity to go, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Opportunity just fell.
Yeah, just like 2016 Falcons. You got to win it. Win when you got the opportunity.
Falcons, everything fell into place. The season.
You couldn't ask for it. I mean, they pretty much gift wrapped that Super Bowl for it. Here you go, Falcons. Take it. It's your chance, your time. Win it. And damn, man,
just run the ball. You got away from running around. trying to
They
air
ain't
it out.
all man.
They couldn't stop.
Yeah,
They
all they
could
had to do
not
was run the
stop the
ball.
run.
Yeah, all they had to do is run the ball, but they didn't want. See, look, when you got Devontae Freeman, having Dion wife doing the contract, and contract negotiation was stalling out. They didn't want to give Freeman top running back money. He would have been the MVP of that game.
I don't know. Grady had a good shot at it.
No,
They just stopped throwing the
but what
ball.
I'm saying, the media would have gave it to Matt Ryan. But what I'm saying is, he had
Yeah,
7
Matt
carries.
Ryan would have won the MVP.
Yeah,
After
he
that
had
pass to
Oh no,
Julio, Matt
I'm
would have won the
saying, I'm
MVP.
saying at
7
hold
yards.
on, I'm saying after halftime. After halftime, if we hadn't went past heavy and just ran the ball, it would have been between Freeman and Grady. You got to
Yeah,
remember,
Freeman and Grady.
Grady set the Super Bowl sack record as a
Yeah,
rookie
with 3. Yeah, he
with
did. He
3.
did. Yeah, he did.
He tied for the sack record, so it would have
Yeah,
been between him and Grady.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
They probably
And we,
still they
and,
would be like, well, man, you got the QB rating record. We can find a reason to give it to you too.
they would
They
have gave it
probably
to
would have
See,
Matt.
found a
that's
reason.
that's the thing, and that QB rating
I'm
record,
saying
man.
you know how they
That's
do
that.
it. They would be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
that's
Well,
quarterback.
Red, I agree with you. I agree with you, Red. You're right.
The
But
media.
that QB rating record does not count incompletions. It's It's completed passes and interception, and he didn't have an interception in the
Oh
game.
my
So,
goodness. Oh no, I'm
huh?
sorry. Keep going. I'm just watching. Chicago was getting whooped. I was watching the
Oh,
WNBA game
while
while
they,
they
Oh
the
couldn't
way that
shit!
they
Thanks for
calculate.
reminding me. I forgot they was playing. Ugh.
Yeah, Angel Reese has got an offensive rebound, put back and one, so they down by 1 with 3 minutes left.
Listen, why you
So,
remind me the damn game was on? Damn.
shit, I
oh,
didn't even know. I didn't even know the game was on. No, I said like
oh,
they,
well,
like you saying, man,
Oh, Angel talking.
They're doing a
Talking
terrible
to
job
talk.
of promoting the games
Yeah.
this year.
I know that.
well,
That's what I'm
hey,
telling you. They
Winston,
go.
Winston, this thing, that success jumped up on them, and they weren't ready. These jokers that are
Yeah.
marketing the WNBA, they are not ready. They were not ready for this.
No,
They were.
they were. We got there.
What
We
what
got there a
what
little
it
bit.
end up having? NBA gonna end up sending at least a marketing team down to the WNBA to
Right. They
get
need
it
to
on track. They're gonna
fire.
have to.
They need to
And they
Because
fire
need
them
this is
to.
terrible.
ladies.
I
They
didn't
need
even know
Not
to.
hire them
Andrew Reese
ladies just to
was playing.
hire.
The
And
good
see, they
thing is
need to,
that
man, because see, these folk that are handling the
okay.
WNBA right now, they've been used to mediocrity. They've been used to not being in the spotlight, and they just, well, game on, and we doing this, yeah, we doing, they just going through the motion. They're just going through the motion. And see, just like you say, Winston, the iron is hot right now. The iron hot right now.
It's super
Y'all
hot.
need to capitalize. Oh, they're red lighting something. He scared me every time. he scared me every time he lights something over there. Hey, Red, I keep seeing these brands and stuff you be showing us on a Thursday night, Friday. Wilson, you be seeing it. You and Larry be seeing them brands that Red be,
weekend preview.
yeah, that crystalline coconut and that
Hey, what up, Steve? How you doing?
Steve peeping in here.
Yeah.
What's
What up,
going
Steve?
on?
Steve, come on in here. Don't be
we living in a
typing over here.
quarterback
Come on in
world.
here, Steve.
Ice would
Come
have
on in
won
here,
the
Steve.
MVP. You know if Winston says the opposite, it'll probably be right.
If we won't send that throw, because we didn't have a reason to be throwing the ball in the second half, to be honest.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We really
Steve.
didn't.
Oh, that's right. Steve getting ready to come on at 6:00.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
Steve
stop
about to
the
come
run.
on. Steve about to come
Yeah,
on.
Steve getting ready to come on at 6:00. So, hey, I'm gonna clear the way for Steve to come on because man, we heading for 3 hours here. Hey, it was a good man. It
It's a
passed by
good
like.
conversation. Yeah, I blame
Quit.
me because I came in here.
No,
about an hour.
there ain't no blame, Larry.
No,
Larry,
nigga
I
got
ain't
in there
working.
and got it
No,
going.
Winston had told me to stop through after the stream, so
Yeah.
I
Man,
was
look,
popped up.
you're always welcome, and we appreciate you coming in, man. Anybody that comes in, we desperate. We desperate.
Ain't no desperate, man. This is some good conversation. I always appreciate y'all having me on.
That's
Oh yeah,
come on in the house.
Oh yeah, always. Oh, we good.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
congratulations to the Braves winning 2-1 in Yankee Stadium, in storied Yankee Stadium in the
It's all right.
Bronx.
We're gonna go get that ring this year, so it's all right. Y'all can have the 2-1 right now. We got further things on our agenda.
Okay, all right.
No,
Y'all stay
the
healthy
ring
because
ain't
you know
guaranteed.
stay in the wheelchair.
I didn't know. I
Just
didn't
keep
know
your
Winston
field.
was a
You know,
Braves fan.
you know,
I'm a
John
Yankee fan.
No,
stay in
I'm
the
a
Winston a
Yankee
Yankee
Oh, excuse
fan.
me, Yankee fan. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm a
Well, I
Yankee
didn't mean
fan.
to cuss you, Winston. I didn't mean to cuss you. I
Hold
didn't
on,
mean to
he
cuss
he
you.
say he like the Braves if it's not the Yankees.
Yeah, I root for because I mean, thousands in the squad. So everybody I talk to about that, majority of y'all all Brave fans. Well, yeah, gotta pick.
So
You
you
gotta
just
pick it
trying to
up.
get along. You just trying to
That
get
had nothing
along
to
with
do
us.
with it.
I
You don't see
appreciate
I'm
me.
being
that,
You
sir.
don't
honest.
see me cheering for the
I'm being
Dodgers.
honest.
Oh, it's tied
I
up
don't know. I
20,
ain't got nothing to do
84,
with that.
84.
All I'm saying is this. Like, that's the only reason why I don't pay attention to the break. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's all right. Well, I appreciate you coming on. You always come in and show support, so I appreciate you,
Hey
brother.
man.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
y'all
and
took that L
yeah,
this
like I
weekend,
said,
though.
There you
like
go.
I said,
There you go.
thanks. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here so I can,
Yeah, let's go ahead so Steve can get on.
so Steve, we won't be interfering with Steve, and I appreciate them since we're the brother station to Atlanta Bird Gang, whatever. We don't try to run over each other, and
Yeah.
we turn audiences over because I know people get tired of me talking, and
John, we don't mind listening to you, buddy.
yeah, hey man, look here. Hey, Friday night I was starting to run out.
He said you
John,
you running on fumes.
I rather listen to you than any of the guys I work at UPS with all day, every day. Them jokers swear they know it all. I walk right past them sometimes. Don't even know. They be all in the cafeteria talking sport. I walk right through there sometimes. Sometimes somebody may mention, oh, Red. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I get my stuff. Yeah. I like, you won't talk
Hey
to me, see
Red,
me on Facebook.
Red, you work off of Fulton Industrial.
Yeah, right up there. We up the street, near
Oh,
Coastal
Marvin
Bankhead
Miller.
Highway now.
Oh no, that's right. Man, look, I worked there when they were on Marvin Miller.
Yeah, I used to work in that building too.
I worked over there when they Marvin Miller. Yeah. Y'all got that great big old place over there.
Yeah, they only expanded it now.
Yeah. Oh man, shoot, I was working the midnight sort. Man,
And the thing about it, John, they don't close a lot of buildings, so now we getting all the work now. So even though it's hell in there sometimes, my check look a little better.
Hey man, it's all about that MONEY. Yeah. And man, they killing poor Winston, man. Look here. Look.
Yeah, that's what I say. Winston
they
supposed to be
killing.
working outside.
Yeah. No,
Huh?
he HVACing, and
man.
hey, now, why they killing him? He killing them. Cause it's the hottest
I'm
part
trying
of
to
the
know.
year. I know you putting the hurt on him. Cause
Damn
man,
right.
look here. I got up off $5,200 like it wasn't nothing. I said, look, I was like Wilma and Betty on the Flintstones. Charge it. Cause I was hot. I was hot.
Hey,
But yeah, let's get on. Hey, once you got
get
anything
on
to
my
say,
real quick.
before we turn everybody loose.
Oh no. I mean, everybody, we thank y'all for coming through. All the guests came on. C-Dub, Travis, Keely, Larry. Thank y'all. Thank everybody in the chat. And we'll be back on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Same time, same channel.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. We thank you, especially for this impromptu show. Glad to have Red on. Red, you got something to say?
Hey,
Before you
Red,
want
Red, you got something to say?
Yeah, like I say, appreciate you having, fellas. I hope to talk to you again Wednesday night soon. And everybody tune into Red and Red Sports Show Saturdays at 11 a.m. Thanks everybody for having me. Good talking to you, Larry. Good talking to the panel. Love doing it, fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, for this impromptu last second show, we really appreciate you guys coming through and just hanging out with us. And I know we went off roading for a while, but we got it back on the pavement, and then we went back off again. And y'all just buckle your seatbelts and hold on. That's all I'm gonna tell you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, bye. Go check out Uncle Steve.
That's it.